Tiger Country 104.5 is a Radio Alabama station, part of the Auburn Networks family. WAUE HD2, Waverly, Auburn, Opelika.
Auburn, Opelika Country. Tiger Country 104.5.
The following is a presentation of Radio Alabama Sports. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited.
Lee Scott Academy Basketball is on Tiger Country 104.5. Presented by the Orthopedic Clinic, Googe Performing Arts Center, Mountain High Outfitters, and Russell Building Supply. Also brought to you by Auburn Bank, Gutter Pro, Advanced Graphics, Auburn Express Towing, and Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Now, live from courtside, here's the voice of Lee Scott Academy Basketball, Christian Griffin.
After back-to-back area wins inside Sanford Gymnasium, we hit the road and make the short drive up 280, and we take a stop at the home of the Tigers. It's Lee Scott Academy, and it's Dadeville ready to do battle on the hardwood here tonight. The rematch back from January 9th, where the Warriors, both the varsity girls and the varsity boys, dominated that contest. They're looking to make it look very similar, if not find a way to make the home of the Tigers just a little bit more like Sanford Gymnasium. Good evening, everybody. Welcome in to the Lee Scott Sports Network. Christian Griffin here with you, bringing you all of the action tonight, whether it's Tiger Country 104.5, tigercountry.net, that Radio Alabama app, the YouTube, and the Facebook live stream up and going as well. But we appreciate everybody for spending your Thursday evening here with us. A gloomy, rainy Thursday. It was kind of looked as if it was going to hold off, but man, making the trip here, got the rain falling down. We're happy to be here inside, trying to find the official name of the court. You see home of the Tigers here everywhere on the campus of Dadeville. Again, a really nice facility, a really nice gymnasium. You have the Tiger Eyes looking at the home section. Is that the bleachers make their way about 15, 20 rows up here on the away side. Only about 10 rows, but again, still a really nice setup. And you see both benches here right in front of us if you're watching here on the YouTube or the Facebook live stream. We appreciate everybody for being here with us on Tiger Country 104.5. Let's take a look at tonight's keys to the game as they're presented by Jeff Coat Trant Funeral Home and Crematory, serving Opelika, Auburn, and Lee County since 1988. For this Lee Scott Academy Warrior squad, the varsity girls, on-ball pressure, something you've seen a whole lot of and a whole lot more of since area play got underway. You force live ball turnovers, you create mismatches, you get those easy layups at the rim, you get those transition looks, you knock down threes. Everything seems to flow when you're able to get those live ball turnovers. You're able to really force the pressure in the front court on the opponents. Second, handle business here on the road. Don't let the crowd affect you any more than what you've already put on the floor. This is a team in Lee Scott Academy that you've seen in back-to-back contests that has shown one of its better shooting displays, and I didn't think that it was going to be matched following the win over Glenwood, but my goodness, they follow suit and shoot it as well, if not even better, back at home against Beulah, looking to see if they can do the same thing on the road, but a lot of that comes with starting inside out. Don't settle from behind the arc if you don't need to, and a sub-point for that. My final key to the game is just be the better team. Quite frankly, this is a team in Dadeville that you should not have too much trouble with. You should be able to handle. There should be a lot of playing time, a lot of minutes to go around for Coach Corey Harrison. And we look forward to seeing if we can do that here tonight. Back on January 9th, it was a 79-27 win for the Lee Scott varsity girls. Clark Ivett and Maggie Herndon led the way for this squad with 16 apiece. Wesley Kate Crocker added 13. 7 Warriors had 6 points or more, and there were 10 made triples in the contest. You do about half of that, you should be in good shape, much less you continue to do what you've been doing on the offensive end. You will find your way back to Auburn, Alabama with your 5th area win. We'll take a break, come back, get the national anthem, get the prayer, and get you starting lineups on the other side of this break. It's Dadeville and it's Lee Scott coming up next here on Tiger Country 104.5.
My joints aren't what they used to be. Routine exercise, playing ball outside with the kids, riding bikes on vacation. I never worried about keeping up. But now, my joint pain has started slowing me down. I decided to make an appointment with the orthopedic clinic. Their surgical partners had the experience, technology, and personalized approach to care that I was looking for. Best of all, it was close to home. I'm thankful I chose the orthopedic clinic. Don't let joint pain slow you down. Visit theorthoclinic.com and schedule your appointment today.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Apologies, thought there might be the national anthem, thought there might be starting lineups. There were 2 minutes still on the clock, and they said, let's get it ready to go. Both teams gave the thumbs up. We've already had opening tip here on the campus of Dadeville. We'll get you starting lineups as we go. Dadeville turns it over on their first possession of the contest. Clark Ivets able to work her way into the paint and throw it up and in with the right hand. Christian Griffin here with you on the Lee Scott Sports Network. A little bit of a hot start. Here's a very quick pregame. The Tigers turn it over. Yet again, Ivett finds Dunlap. Her layup won't go. A little contact. Thought it could have been a foul. No whistle. 2-0 Warriors here. 50 seconds into the contest. Tigers, a little baseball pass to the left wing. Nice defense, Lucy Zellner. The referee's letting them play so far tonight. Clark Ivett comes away with the basketball. 3-on-2. She'll stop and pop. Can't get the jumper to go. Gets her offensive rebound. Maggie Herndon, kick out three. Can't rattle that one home. But there is the Warriors yet again. Haynes Kesey with the rebound. Maggie Herndon won't miss it twice. Missed the first one. Kept her feet in the same spot. Haynes Kesey found her again, and she was able to knock it down. Lucy Zellner maybe got a piece of the layup. Able to gather the rebound nonetheless, and Clark Ivett out at half court. She will lay it in with the right hand. A timeout on the floor. We will stay right here with you on the Lee Scott Sports Network to help set everything up for you here tonight. 90 seconds gone by in the opening period. It's 6-0 Lee Scott Academy. Should be 7-0. It says on the scoreboard 6, unless they called that Clark Ivett, or Maggie Herndon 3. I believe that's what the discussion is with the officials during the timeout, coming to let the scorers table know. Clark Ivett with 4, Maggie Herndon with 3 here 90 seconds into the contest. And while we do have a moment, tonight's starting lineups are presented by Auburn Bank. Their local team stands ready to discuss your financial needs and goals. Auburn Bank, champions of you and proud sponsor of Lee Scott Warrior basketball. It's Clark Ivett, Lucy Zellner, Haynes Kesey, Maggie Herndon, and Sydney Dunlap. The usual starting 5 for the Lee Scott Warriors in their road navies. They have the red power stripe going down either side. They have Lee Scott across the chest in red with the white outline. Red numbers with the white trim in there as well. The home Dadeville Tigers in their home whites with the gold stripe on either side. A little bit of black and gold along the collarbones as well. A discussion with a couple of the officials. Not exactly sure what the conversation is. But now Clark Ivett will step her way to the free throw line to shoot a technical free throw. Ivett. A couple of freebies at the free throw line. Knocks down the first, can't knock down the second. 8-0 Lee Scott Academy. Not exactly sure what the dead ball technical was. It definitely wasn't something player-led or anything that was verbal. Maybe something with equipment. I'm not exactly sure. But Lee Scott, after 2 free throws, they keep the basketball as well. It's 8-0 Lee Scott Academy. Sydney Dunlap, now Lucy Zellner. Kick out right wing three for Maggie Herndon. This time won't go. Fight for the rebound with Clark. Ivan has to be careful not to pick up a personal foul, and a cherry pick for the Dadeville Tigers. Right-handed layup is good. That's Ariel Russell, who was just standing at the half-court line in between the Tiger eyes. Haynes Kesey gets to the free throw line. Sydney Dunlap thought about the three instead, gets it to Ivan to step inside the free throw line, sat on the back iron, then sat on the rim or the front of the rim. That one won't go down. 8-2. Lee Scott Academy 2 minutes into this first quarter. Running floater in the middle of the lane for Isaiah Lockhart is too strong. Ivett in transition, able to get it to Haynes Kesey, and she lays it up and in with the right hand. This Warrior team does such a good job in transition, moving without the basketball, knowing that if they get open, whether that's Ivett, whether that's Langford, whether that's Dunlap, bringing the ball up the floor, just about every single time the ball is going to be put into the right spots, and you just have to find a way to make a play. Warriors force a 5-second violation. Ball swinging around the perimeter. Sydney Dunlap can't knock down her first triple of the evening, and a fight for the basketball. Tie up with Maggie Herndon. Possession arrow. We'll give it to the Tigers. 5:21 here in this opening frame. 10-2 Warriors, and Ivan almost gets a steal. Instead, will draw a little bit too much body contact as the ball is knocked out of bounds. She'll pick up her first personal here tonight. Lee Scott Academy 14-8 overall. They are 4-0 in area play, looking to start 5-0 yet again this season. The Dadeville Tigers looking to knock down their first tally in the win column this season. They are, according to Max Preps, which could be a little bit inaccurate as the ball swings around the perimeter. Maggie Herndon, left wing three, no. Clark Ivett, offensive rebound, yes, and the foul. Clark Ivett already with a touchdown here in the first quarter. She has 7. And looking to get one more at the free throw line. Something you see Clark Ivett do so well is her ability to play make with the basketball in her hands, but when she doesn't have it, she finds her way underneath the rim in perfect positioning to get an offensive rebound. 3-on-1, but Lucy Zellner is able to knock it out of bounds as Clark Ivett gambled, was unable to get it. And they're actually going to say that it didn't go out on Zellner. I think that it did, and she walked down the floor with a smile, so you won't complain whatsoever as Ivett now will trail her with the basketball. On the left wing, now in the corner, Haynes Kesey for 3. She knocks it down. Haynes Kesey now with 5 in the contest. 16-4 is the Warrior lead halfway through this first period here on the road at Dadeville. Little Euro step, works her way inside, does Amari Russell. The layup won't go. Leaves it short, and the Warriors will let it go out of bounds. But again, back on January 9th inside Sanford Gymnasium, it was a 79-27 Lee Scott Academy win. Haynes Kesey, same spot, can't get the same result, but Sydney Dunlap there on the weak side rebound. Kesey gets it again. This time she'll pull it in. She gets it to go. Twice now already you've seen a Lee Scott Warrior miss the front end, but a Warrior gets the offensive rebound. They get it right back to her, and she knocks it down the second time. First with Maggie Herndon, this time with Haynes Kesey. 19-4 is the Warrior lead. Ivett with 8, Kesey with 8, and Herndon with 3. And you've already knocked down 3 triples here in this first quarter. Ivett with the basketball at the top of the key. Crossover, works her way through contact. Stella Henderson, who's just checked in. She rattles in a 3. The 4th triple for Lee Scott Academy here in the first 4 minutes. Timeout on the floor. A full timeout. We will take one with them. 3:43 remaining here in this opening frame. And the Lee Scott Warriors doing what they've done so well in the first 8 minutes. Absolutely dominate the energy, and you see it in the score column. 22-4. Warriors out in front on the road. We're back in 30 seconds here on the Lee Scott Sports Network, presented by the Orthopedic Clinic.
Owner Sean Snow founded Advanced Graphics in 2004 to satisfy a missing service need in East Alabama. 20 years later, Advanced Graphics has proven mission accomplished. For any comprehensive graphic need, vehicle wraps, decals, signs, custom apparel, and even those difficult-to-source laser-engraved ADA signs. The dedicated staff at Advanced Graphics offers exceptional quality with amazing customer service. Contact Advanced Graphics today at 334-501-8600. That's 501-8600. Advanced Graphics in Auburn. World-class service with local attention.
Halfway through this first period, it's all Lee Scott Academy here on the road at Dadeville, 22-4, with 3:43 to play in this first quarter. Christian Griffin here with you on the Lee Scott Sports Network. Tigers break the press for Lee Scott this time. Right-handed layup, finds the front of the rim and goes down for Isaiah Lockhart. 22-6 as Ivet walks her way up the floor on the right side. Tigers in a 2-3 zone. Rayleigh Langford's just checked into the game. A little give and go with Ivet. You've seen that play work so successfully. Ivet kick to the corner, right back to Ivet. This time, no luck. Tigers get it to the short corner now on the right wing. Euro step through contact. Nice defense, Sutton Lewis. Ivet the long rebound. A 1-on-4 break. Ivet will slow things up and make the pass to Maggie Herndon at the top of the key. 3 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Ivet gets a paint touch back out to Rayleigh Langford. Her three-pointer was blocked, and now a 2-on-2 break. Dunlap got a piece of the basketball, but not enough. And drew too much contact on the Tiger. Right-handed layup is good, plus the foul. Isaiah Lockhart now with 4 points here tonight, looking to make it 5 at the free throw line, and she does. So 5-0 run now for the Tigers here on their home floor. Ivet skip past to Henderson. Her three-pointer is blocked. That's two straight. Offensive rebound, Ivet. Kick out, Herndon, no. Fight for the offensive rebound again, and it goes out on Stella Henderson into the front row of the seats. 2.5 to play here in this opening period. Lee Scott Academy 22, Dadeville 9. In both teams' 5th area play of the season. And the rematch from January 9th, where Lee Scott absolutely dominated the contest. They dominated the first 3.5 or maybe 4 minutes. But since then, the Dadeville Tigers, a 7-0 run to trim the lead to 11. Herndon, the running floater, can't get that one to go. Offensive rebound with Sutton Lewis, a strong rebound, and she's fouled on the way down. Only the second team foul on the Tigers here on their home floor. Maggie Herndon will sub out. Lucy Zillner will take her place. Rayleigh Langford, the inbounder, out to Sutton Lewis. Her catch and shoot three is too strong, but the Warriors already another offensive rebound. Stella Henderson now swinging around the perimeter. Sutton Lewis has it on the left wing. Henderson now on the right. Ivet at the top of the key. Thought about the three, decided not to take it with a couple defenders closing in. Rayleigh Langford may have gotten away with a travel in the far corner. And now Ivet, and back to Langford. The zone for the Tigers caused a little bit of trouble for Lee Scott over the last couple of possessions. Ivet works her way down low, gets her shot blocked. Offensive rebound, Henderson. Her three won't go. And yet again, the Warriors dominating the glass here tonight. Langford works her way into the middle of the 2-3 zone and has her pocket picked. 1-on-3, but Lockhart takes it in anyways. And she's able to get it to go. Running through the middle of the floor. 7 points now for Lockhart, and the lead is trimmed to 9. Ivet almost a lazy pass. Langford able to save it. Her layup is no good. Ivet offensive rebound, and she lays it in. Clark Ivet with 10 of the 24 here tonight. Under a minute to play in the first 8 minutes. Ball knocked out of bounds. What do they call a 5-second count before No, they said it was knocked out of bounds off the Warriors. It'll be Tiger basketball. Still the length of the floor to go. This was a 22-4 game. Now 24-13. The Tigers have figured out a little bit on the defensive side of the floor, which has led to the offensive side picking up the pace just a little bit. Baseball pass to center court. A 2-on-2 break. Ball almost knocked away, but it goes off on Clark Ivett, and both Warriors and Tigers fall into the padding, but good to see both of them get up. They actually got Clark Ivett on a foul. She knocked it away, and then the feet got tangled up. An unfortunate foul there for Ivett. As Sutton Lewis steals the inbounds pass, and a lot of physicality. No whistle in favor of the Warriors. It'll be Tiger basketball still under their own basket, 36.5 here in the opening period. Inbound, layup no good. Rayleigh Langford tracks it down right in front of the camera, right into your living room here if you're with us on YouTube or Facebook live stream. 30 seconds to play. Warriors with a 9-point lead, but another turnover, an uncharacteristic turnover in the first period for the Warriors. Running layup is no good. The basketball knocked out of bounds by a Warrior. I believe it's going to be out on Haynes Kesey with 17.3 here in the first. Baseline out of bounds right for the Tigers. Ball knocked away by Zellner, picked up at the three-point line. Left wing three is too strong. Offensive rebound. It goes up strong. Does number 12, Ariel Russell. And Haynes Kesey is going to pick up the personal foul with 7.6 remaining here in the frame. First free throw off the back iron. Second free throw for Russell is good. Russell now with three here in the first period. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Haynes Kesey crosses half court, kick to the far corner. Rayleigh Langford couldn't get it to go off the glass, and that's how the first quarter will come to a close. It was 22-4. Lee Scott Academy 4 minutes into this contest. The final four are won by the Tigers thanks to a 10-2 run to trim the lead down to 10. We're back with the second half, or the second quarter rather, the second 8 minutes here on the Lee Scott Sports Network on the other side of this 60-second break. You're listening to Radio Alabama Sports here on Tiger Country 104.5.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Every sports team has a glue guy, the unsung hero that does the dirty work. Society's glue guys are towing companies. Whether your car is in an accident or you own a business and need a vehicle moved, we all need tow trucks. When you need one, call Auburn Express Towing, offering 24-hour towing services. AET specializes in parking lot and private property towing in Auburn. Call 334-821-6033. Auburn Express Towing, located at 615 Opelika Road.
Start of the second quarter here on the Lee Scott Sports Network on the road at Dadeville. Lee Scott can't connect on their first shots of the second quarter. The Tigers turn it over. It's Haynes Kesey running the floor, running right, and she gets hacked on the arm. She'll head to the line to shoot a couple. It was the right call very late. Coach Corey Harrison threw her hands up. There's been a lot of physicality that has been played through, and there's been a couple of ticky-tack fouls, so neither team really has a true grasp on what is or what is not called. As Haynes Kesey gets the scoring started for Lee Scott here in the second. 25-14. Kesey goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. And the Tigers sky for the rebounds. Warriors continuing their full court pressure even after misses. Again, something that you didn't see too much of until area play got started. And because of that, you've seen the result of a lot of success, a lot of wins, and a lot of points by the Lee Scott Warrior squad. You saw a lot of those in the first 4 minutes. Layup no good. Lucy Zellner blocked it. It goes into the hands of number 32, Martha Patterson, on the left block. And she throws it up. And Zellner there will get called for the personal foul. First free throw is short. Clark Ivett, the leading scorer for this Lee Scott Warrior squad. She has 10. Haynes Kesey had 8 in the first quarter, has 1 free throw here in the second as the Tigers go 0 for 2 from the stripe. Herndon the rebounds. Quick outlet to Ivett. She'll throw on the brakes on the right wing. Back to Maggie Herndon. Nobody picks her up. Her triple rattles in. Maggie Herndon now a three-pointer in each quarter. She has 6. And the Warriors have doubled up the Tigers here, 28-14. 70 seconds into this second quarter. And now they're going to get Haynes Kesey a little bit of like a hip ride foul, trying to get defensive position, trying to force the ball handler out of bounds. Lee Scott Warriors in their first 4 minutes again in this first quarter. It was 22-4. The Tigers went on a 10-2 run to end those first 8 minutes, and now it's Lee Scott establishing a little bit more dominance to start this second quarter. But 2 fouls for Lucy Zellner on back-to-back possessions. She's frustrated, asking the official what she's supposed to do, and it was had position but then turned into the contact. So Sutton Lewis will take her spots as the first free throw is no good. Zellner a little frustrated, making her way back to the bench. Second free throw is no good. Nice box out from Lewis. Gets it to the point guard, Maggie Herndon. Tigers staying in that 2-3 zone on the Lee Scott Warriors. Clark Ivett, left elbow jumper. She left it short. Ball kicked around, picked up underneath the basket, and now in transition, a full speed layup is no good for Amari Russell, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Lockhart. Warrior basketball with 6:21 before halftime. A big thank you to everybody here with us on the Lee Scott Sports Network. Whether it's Tiger Country 104.5, tigercountry.net, that Radio Alabama app. Warriors lead is 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Henderson with the basketball on the left wing. Now Ivett at the free throw line. Got caught up in the air, tried to find Lewis, turned it over, gets it right back, and this time connects with Sutton Lewis, and she lays it in with the left hand. Her first points here tonight, 30-14, Lee Scott Academy. Almost a carry. It was a turnover regardless. Ivett now 2-on-1, takes it in with the right hand. And Ivett being rewarded for her unselfish play. Could have had an easy layup. Instead, gave it to Sutton Lewis on the previous possession. Now rewarded in the points column. 32-14, just like that. The lead back to 18. 5.5 to play, and the Tigers turn it over underneath their basket. A miscommunication with Martha Patterson, number 32, who's going from the left block to the right. Tiger point guard thought she was going to stay right there. Clark Ivett will jog her way up the right side of the floor with 5.5 to play. Free throw line, Lewis. Now back to Ivett. Herndon on the left wing. Warriors doing a nice job just getting the zone out of their comfortable spots. Three-pointer no good. Ivett, long rebounds. Henderson's jumper won't go, and this time the Tigers able to clear the rebound out beyond the three-point line in the corner. And now a 3-on-3 break. Sydney Dunlap does a nice job stopping the ball handler. Kick out, corner three is no good, and Henderson with the long rebound. Sutton Lewis was trying to find Clark Ivett. I think she got away with a carry. Nobody was really paying attention to it, so you won't complain about no whistle. She gets it on the right block, and Sutton Lewis 2 buckets now in the second quarter. The Warrior lead is 20 with 4.5 to play before halftime. 34-14. The on-ball pressure has picked up, and so has the easy transition buckets. Another steal there for the Warriors. It's Stella Henderson, and she's going to be tripped but called for a travel, but it's Warrior basketball unless they said that it was the Tigers that had it. I guess that will be the call. I thought from this side of the floor it was Henderson on the ground, but instead it was the Tigers that called for the travel. Maggie Herndon, step in 3 from NBA range or WNBA range. Couldn't get it to go off the back iron. Tigers in transition, blocked by Sutton Lewis. Now the Warriors get it in transition. Clark Ivett has her layup blocked. And now Sutton Lewis steals the outlet pass. Now to Rayleigh Langford, and a reach-in foul. No, they're going to call a travel. Again, a lot of physicality so far in the first half that hasn't been called, and a lot of weak contact that has drawn the whistle. So a little bit of hesitation with every single call here tonight. 2-0 for the Tigers. But the layup is smoked. Ivett gets the rebound, gets it to Rayleigh Langford, works her way down low. Right-handed layup, no, but she will head to the line to shoot 2. .350 to play in this second quarter. 34-14. First free throw from Langford. Can't go down. The second free throw from the 5'5" senior is good. Dunlap's first point here tonight, making it the 6th Warrior to find the score column here in the first 12 minutes. 35-14 with 4 minutes to play in this second quarter. The 5 on the floor for Lee Scott Academy. It's Maggie Herndon, Clark Ivett, Sutton Lewis, Stella Henderson, Rayleigh Langford. Nobody picks up Clark Ivett at the top of the key. Her three-pointer, however, off the right side of the rim. Tigers now work in transition. It's Lockhart again, who likes that Euro step, going towards the middle of the floor. She gets another one to go down. She's the leading scorer for the Tigers by far. She has 9 of the 16. Maggie Herndon now catch and shoot 3 off the front of the rim. The Warriors seem to be settling here a little bit in this second quarter. And again, a lot of thanks to that Dadeville Tiger 2-3 zone that's forcing Lee Scott to stay out of the paint. But if you can get somebody to sit, again, like you've seen Clark Ivett do, right at the free throw line or right under it, force the defense to collapse just a little bit, get a paint touch, then a kick out 3, makes things that much easier and that much more successful. Three-pointer is blocked by Henderson. Maggie Herndon with the rebound, tries to get it to Sutton Lewis, who was cutting at the top of the key. Another turnover for the Lee Scott Warriors. Lockhart's layup won't go. Lewis, the defensive rebound. And now a foul, a reach-in foul on Nevia Maddox, who was fighting for the basketball, instead just picked Sutton Lewis up by her right leg. The 4th team foul on the Tigers here in the second. So any common foul will lead to free throws for this Warrior squad, who's on the road, but leading 35-16. Rayleigh Langford, her three-pointer is too strong, can't find the iron. And now the Tigers work in transition. Almost a turnover, but gathered on the left wing. Now swinging around the perimeter. It's with Maddox at the top. Now cutting and shooting is the point guard. It's Amari Russell. The layup, no good. Clark Ivett, the other number 1, picks up the rebound. Skip pass. Maggie Herndon gets into her legs. Can't knock it down. Rayleigh Langford there yet again for the rebound. Ivett thought about the 3. Now at the top of the key, works her way inside the teeth of the 2-3 zone. And that 8-foot floater is pure for number 1. 37-16. Clark Ivett's 13th and 14th points of the evening. In transition, right-handed layup blocked by Sutton Lewis. Maggie Herndon now trying to go coast to coast. Gets cut off in the short corner. Now down to the block. Kick out to Rayleigh Langford. She works her way down low, and she has it stripped, but the Tigers give it right back to Clark Ivett. Her free throw line jumper is good, plus the foul. Clark Ivett's had 10 in the first. She has 6 here in the second. But a chance to earn one more at the stripe to give the Warriors yet another 40-point first half. Ivett sinks the free throw, 40-16, and Maggie Herndon now fighting for the rebound, or fighting for the ball rather, off the inbounds. Possession arrow favors the Tigers here at home. 1:43 remaining in the second quarter. This is a Lee Scott Warriors squad that averages 52 points per game. But again, that number has continued to rise throughout area play, and especially as of late. Clark Ivett will make her way to the bench. Charlie Huddleston will step in for the first time here this evening. So Herndon, Dunlap, Westlake Crocker also into the contest. Huddleston and Sutton Lewis. 1:43 as we mentioned in play. And Amari Russell tries to run baseline, dribbles it off her foot, and it's knocked out of bounds. Wesley Cates walks the ball up the floor, tries to get it to Huddleston, has it stolen, but able to get it right back and got away with a carry. No, she didn't. That was 3 turnovers in a matter of about 3 seconds. 90 seconds to play here before halftime. (40-16), Lee Scott Academy with the lead here on the road at Dadeville. Another area matchup between the two foes. Herndon able to get the steal with 1:20 to play. Bounce pass and a kickball violation. Warriors will inbound under their own basket. A reminder that the first half action of tonight's game is presented by Russell Building Supply and Russell Do-It Center. Experience and knowledge from the pros at your hometown home center. It's become a turnover fest here in the last 2 or 3 minutes of this second quarter. Another one on the Warriors. Tigers try and work with 60 seconds to play in the second quarter. Running layup is no good. Ball tapped around, goes into the hands of Lakeman. Hand off to Huddleston, and we're running the other way. Now to Wesley Kate Crocker, a step outside the block, no good. Offensive rebounds, no. Gets it blocked, but Huddleston there for the clearance. Kick out Maggie Herndon. Our three-pointers not falling here tonight, has 2 of them. It just feels a little bit off rhythm, but the Warriors get the offensive rebounds yet again and then turn it over. Still 40-16, and now a loose ball foul on Charlie Huddleston going for the interception right around half court. That is the 4th team foul. Had to wait for the number to change. The 4th team foul on Lee Scott here in this second quarter. 31.7 to play. 40-16, the Warriors have opened it back up here in the second quarter. Throw it down low. Nice defense by Peyton Lakeman. Layup rattles around. She gathers the defensive rebounds. Crocker now on the left wing. Works her way below the free throw line. Kick out Sydney Dunlap for 3, and she rattles in a triple. The 6th three-pointer for the Lee Scott Warriors here in the first half. 43-16. 5 seconds, 4 seconds in transition are the Tigers. And Amari Russell is able to lay it in right before the buzzer. And that's how the first half will come to a close. It was all Lee Scott Academy in the first 4 minutes. Tigers went on a little bit of a run to end the first quarter, and it was all Lee Scott in the second. 43-18 through 16 minutes of play. And when we come back, we'll welcome you into the Orthopedic Clinic halftime reports. We'll talk about this contest, dive into some of the stats, and talk about what the Warriors need to do in the second half to come away with yet another victory, and this time on the road in area play. 43-18 is your score. The Orthopedic Clinic is next here on the Lee Scott Sports Network, presented by the Orthopedic Clinic.
Winter is in full swing at Mountain High Outfitters. Come see all the great gear to keep you warm and dry in style. From the North Face, Patagonia, Free People Movement, Viore, or Local Boy, we have you set for every day or your ski or snowboarding trip this season. Come see Mountain High Outfitters on South College next to Tzatziki's in the heart of Auburn. Experience the difference at Mountain High Outfitters. Get out, get active, be inspired, and live your passion.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Russell Building Supply is your hometown home improvement store. You'll find what you need when you need it. And as a Russell Rewards member, you'll be in the know about monthly specials and exclusive offers. Russell Building Supply, East University in Auburn, across from Cary Creek Publix.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Owner Sean Snow founded Advanced Graphics in 2004 to satisfy a missing service need in East Alabama. 20 years later, Advanced Graphics has proven mission accomplished. For any comprehensive graphic need, vehicle wraps, decals, signs, custom apparel, and even those difficult-to-source laser-engraved ADA signs. The dedicated staff at Advanced Graphics offers exceptional quality with amazing customer service. Contact Advanced Graphics today at 334-501-8600. That's 501-8600. Advanced Graphics in Auburn. World-class service with local attention.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Homegrown and member-owned.
We love our members love us.
Oh yes, ever since I got off active duty, they have helped me. I would recommend to anyone, if you really want to get your finances in order, come and see for yourself. I promise you, they will help you get on the path to financial freedom.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union with 2 local branches. Membership eligibility required. Accounts federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration.
Hi, this is Tyler with Gutter Pro. Around here, we believe details make the difference. That's why we're the premier choice for custom seamless gutter systems and leaf protection for both homes and businesses. No matter what kind of gutter you need, we do it all. From seamless installs to custom finishes, our work is built to last and tailored to your style. So don't settle for less. Leave it to the pros at Gutter Pro. Check us out today at gutterprosolutions.com. That's gutterprosolutions.com.
The Lee Scott Academy Basketball Halftime Show is brought to you by the Orthopedic Clinic on Tiger Country 104.5.
First 16 minutes down here on the campus of Dadeville, home of the Tigers. But we're here on the Lee Scott Sports Network enjoying the first half action as the Lee Scott Warriors out in front 43-18 through the first 16 minutes of play. The Orthopedic Clinic halftime report is presented by the Orthopedic Clinic, which is East Alabama's go-to center for orthopedic care with locations in Auburn and Opelika to better serve you. And you can find them online at theorthoclinic.com. It was the Lee Scott Warriors doing what they do best in the first 8 minutes, especially in those first 4 minutes or so. The offensive efficiency off the charts. You knocked down 4 triples in those first 4 minutes. Everything was working on the offensive ends. You collected live ball turnovers. You created really, really easy looks at the rim. Didn't find any complaints. And then halfway through, the Tigers called their first timeout. And after that, the Tigers went on a 10-2 run to end the first quarter in those final 4 minutes. Lee Scott, after the second half, or after the, I keep saying the second half, after the first end of the first quarter into the second quarter, that timeout, really, you feel like awoke this Coach Corey Harrison squad, and they went back to their dominance, and they lead at 43-18 through those first 16 minutes of play. Halftime stats are brought to you by Lee County Revenue Commissioner Olene Price, who reminds you that if you need services from her office, there's the main office at the courthouse in Opelika and satellite offices in Auburn and Smith Station. Clark Ivett leads all scorers tonight. She has 17. Haynes Kesey, the second leading scorer for the Warrior squad. She had 8 in the first quarter. She has 9 in the contest. Rayleigh Langford with 3. Sydney Dunlap with a point. Stella Henderson with a triple. Maggie Herndon with 2 triples. Sutton Lewis with 4 points. So evenly distributed scoring, but led by your sophomore star, Miss Clark Ivett, again, who leads all scorers in the contest. She has 17. Warriors knocked down 4 3-pointers in the first quarter, 2 in the second quarter, but they've shot a lot of threes. You feel like there's been a little bit of settling for this Lee Scott squad in the first 16 minutes. A lot of that is then thanks to the Tigers' 2-3 zone, which is forcing this Lee Scott offense to start well beyond the volleyball line extended, maybe to take a couple of tough threes, but the closing speed for the Tigers has caused a little bit of havoc. You've had 4 or 5 3-pointers blocked already in this contest. I'd love to see the Warrior squad get downhill, get a couple paint touches, maybe win the free throw category in this second half. And then if you're able to convert, if you're able to work your way into the teeth of that 2-3 zone, that's when you get that kick out. That's when you get those wide open looks, and that's when you see those percentages go up. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the Warriors and what they need to do in the second half. Maybe take a peek at the varsity boys game in there as well. May have a special little guest join us for a moment or two as well. All of that coming up as we continue on in the Orthopedic Clinic halftime report right after this.
From day one back in 1907, Auburn Bank's mission has been clear: to serve our community, see businesses flourish, and improve lives locally by making sound business decisions and responding with care every day. Today, we continue to fulfill our mission with a team of local, commercial, and consumer lenders who are ready to help meet your needs and goals. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, online at auburnbank.com.
Hey guys, this is Tyler Reynolds with Reynolds Outdoors. Fall is right around the corner, which means hunting season will be on us before you know it. We are now carrying some of the best-known archery brand names like Matthews and PSE to go along with our well-stocked supply of firearms we have always been known for. And did you know we are the largest dealer of box blinds in Alabama, carrying popular brand names like Redneck and Banks? Don't forget, we carry Sitka, Bandit, and Drake apparel as well. Come see us today to meet all of your fall hunting needs. Located on Geneva Street in Opelika.
When bones get out of joint, the Orthopedic Clinic is here, providing expert care and surgery when needed wherever it hurts. Hand, wrist, foot, or ankle, back, neck, or hip. Offering minimally invasive surgery and cutting-edge joint replacement. Serving patients from throughout the region. See the sports injury experts for athletes of all types. Don't wait. Schedule an examination today. The Orthopedic Clinic. Call for an appointment 334-749-8303 or visit theorthoclinic.com.
The Lee Scott Academy Basketball Halftime Show is brought to you by the Orthopedic Clinic on Tiger Country 104.5.
Counting you down to the start of the second half here on the Lee Scott Sports Network. Another moment or two as both teams take their final warm-up shots before we get you underway. And we remind you that the Orthopedic Clinic is East Alabama's go-to center for orthopedic care with locations in Auburn and Opelika to better serve you. You can find them online at theorthoclinic.com. The Lee Scott varsity girls here on the road on the campus of the Dadeville Tigers, but making it their home gym here tonight. They lead it 43-18 at the halftime break. And joined by a very special guest here with us on the Orthopedic Clinic halftime reports is Mr. Chapman Harris for the Lee Scott Varsity Boys. Welcome in to the Lee Scott Sports Network. I'm glad that your dream is finally able to come true.
I know it's kind of a magical moment just to be able to stand alongside Christian and talk about basketball. The thing we both love most.
It is what we love more than just about everything. Well, talk to me about this Lee Scott run that this varsity boys squad has had. Back-to-back wins at home, back-to-back really nice area wins. Talk to me about the momentum that y'all are feeling right now.
Yeah, momentum's strong other than the fact, we didn't really have a bad loss until Lafayette last week. And that was just due to, not enough preparation mentally for our team. And then, Lafayette took that first loss personally, and they did their thing at their home court. But definitely a lot of momentum. Good to basically have. If we win this game, we'll have the area clinched, so we will host the area tournament, and I think have an automatic bid to the championship.
Sure.
So that's definitely helpful. And I did not want to play in Glenwood's gym, so beating them, beating Dadeville, it'd be amazing. So the momentum's strong. It's just got to make sure we don't have any slip-ups like we did at Lafayette further down the road when it really starts to matter.
Earlier this week, we got to celebrate Mr. Hayden Harper, 2,000 points. What was the momentum going into the game? What was his feelings going into the game? Because we tried to play it off as if he didn't know, but you could tell by the way he caught and shot that three-pointer on the left wing. I think he knew he needed 3 points. Talk about how cool that moment was to see your teammate do that.
Yeah, I think he knew he was 11 off. It was awesome. I mean, and really at the high skill level he's at, it's kind of expected. He knew it was coming. But he counted down those points, and that three was a nice one to get your 2,000th on. I mean, that was smooth, deep, contested, right off the jump. I mean, that was a pretty nice shot, but super proud of him and the way he plays. I mean, we couldn't be anywhere we are right now without him. So
just underway here in this third quarter. Join me for a little bit of the third quarter, partner. Get you a little bit of color commentary in there as well. What's something you like? I know you get to watch a lot of this Lee Scott varsity girls team as they play right before you do. So what's something that you see that maybe you could take a page out of their book for Coach William Johnson and y'all's squad?
I like the way, they're very transparent with Coach Harrison. And also they move the ball very well.
Yeah, they do.
And they can shoot the ball decently well, but I feel like their ball movement is definitely what gives them the slight advantage or edge against most of these opponents at a similar skill level.
Something they've taken a page out of your book is Clark Ivets dribbles it on the left wing, now out to Maggie Herndon, and she dribbles back up to the top of the floor. Now Sydney Dunlap down low to Clark Ivets, back out Maggie Herndon, kick out three. Oh, would have been right on cue. That would have been your first major broadcasting moment right there. The ball almost knocked out of bounds, saved by the Tigers, a little 8-foot running floater. A nice shot.
It's the little thing we like to call luck.
Yeah, and the first bucket of the second half for the Tigers trims the lead to 23, but was talking about it throughout all of area play. You didn't see too much of it as Haynes Kesey's going to knock down this triple right here in front of us. Instead, can't rattle it home. Fight for the rebound with Clark Ivets. Maggie Herndon now, beautiful bounce pass. Lucy Zellner able to kiss it off the glass right on cue. Beautiful ball movements, and Lucy Zellner on the board now with 2 points here in the contest. 45-20, 6.5 to play in this third quarter. But the pressure that you're seeing from this Lee Scott Warrior squad, something that you and Coach William Johnson, y'all's squad, you prioritize, especially after made shots. You love as a team tries to take the ball out of the rim. Sydney Dunlap, a breakaway layup. She's going to run it on the right side. A little too strong. A fight for the rebound, and now the Tigers try and work in transition. Are they going to get a double dribble? They are. Nice defense by Haynes Kesey, playing without fouling.
That's great pressure. The pressure, as long as you can contain yourself and, play smart under pressure, the pressure works.
That's something, again, we didn't see too much of it until area play got started. Maggie Herndon, my goodness, WNBA range, and she knocks down her third triple of the evening. She has one in each quarter. Give her 9 now in the contest. Another assist for Miss Clark Ivets. We won't say it yet. I'm a baseball guy. You'll learn that. I'm not allowed to say things before they actually happen, but another big assist for Miss Clark Ivets. Trey, I know you're tuning in. If you have a graphic ready, you might need something, because the magic number of 3 for Ivets, and not necessarily in the scoring or the rebounding column, if you can pick up what I'm putting down. 48-20.
A little bit of John Stockton-esque play needed.
Oh, yeah.
To get this acquired.
He texted me the words, and I'll say yes. That is in fact the case of.
Good job, Trey.
We give good hints here on the Lee Scott Sports Network.
That's
Second
right.
free throw was good, banked in. Ivets now has it. Maggie Herndon thought about the deep triple once again. Sydney Dunlap on the right wing. Too strong off the back iron. Herndon fights for the rebound. Instead, it goes into the hands of Armari Russell. A 1-on-2 break. They take it into the heart
straight up
of the Warriors. It should be an offensive foul on the rebound. It is. A nice job by Haynes Kesey. You mentioned it, playing straight up. Not fouling, but contesting. Something that you're seeing a little bit more leniency with in the high school and the college game. Anytime there used to be defensive contact, you felt like there was a whistle, but now there is that cylinder that's almost granted by the defensive player if they go straight up. Ivets has it on the left elbow. Now Sydney Dunlap runs her way into the baseline. Haynes Kesey saves it from going out of bounds. Maggie Herndon, same spot as earlier, same result as earlier. Maggie Herndon.
Dropping long. Looked like Curry range almost at this point.
You see her gain more and more confidence as the night goes on. And once you see it find the bottom of the net, as you and I know Barrett standing right here with us as well, good shooter just needs to see one fall and more confidence. Feels like every make she challenges herself more and more and takes a step further. So
a little bit of a late foul call there on Lucy.
It was.
I think that was after the shot went off the rim and hit the ground.
My favorite thing to watch with this Lee Scott varsity girls squad is when Lucy gets a call that she doesn't agree with, one of the more animated Lee Scott Warriors to let the official know or let Coach Corey Harrison know that she does not agree with the foul. And most of the time, I do agree with her.
Yep.
A lane violation going the other way, back with the Warriors. The Lee Scott lead is 30 here on the campus of the Dadeville Tigers, 51-21 halfway through. Maggie Herndon runs her way up the left side. My goodness,
short.
This time left it just a little short. Haynes Kesey was unable to save it. Maggie Herndon, a little look back towards the bench with a smile. I mean, you can't do teammate crime right there.
I hear a little bit of chirping from Barrett Cook.
That's what I mean. My goodness.
Wow.
Wait till baseball season gets going. I'll be chirping him all season long in that right-handed batter's box. Herndon gets the steal. Now Ivett. Now back to Clark Ivett. And my goodness, Ivett now with 19 in the contest, and you mentioned it. You're giving up good shots for great shots with the extra pass, the one more. Every once in a while, there's almost too many passes. But if you're a coach, one thing that you will not complain about is being too unselfish with the basketball. You're happy to tell your team to shoot it more rather than to pass it.
Agreed. But to a certain extent, you know, there's a point, and Coach Johnson has told us this many times. I mean, if you want to score, you got to shoot the ball.
Sure.
So, yeah, ball movement is great, but when you have that shot, when you move the ball around to get to the shot you were desiring, you got to take it. I mean, I used to have a problem with that. Coach Johnson said, I will never take you out for taking a really a shot in general. And, I mean, I think he knows I'm not going to be too outlandish with any shots. So,
and that's something as a player I know gives you a whole lot of confidence as the running floater from Clark Ivett. No good, rolls around. Maggie Herndon picks it up right around the Tiger eyes at half court. Stella Henderson now back to Herndon. Now Ivett back to Henderson. Thought about the three, didn't take it. Maggie Herndon, you know she will at the top of the key. And she can't knock that one down. Started the third quarter hot, knocked down her first two. Come on. I'm going to get Maggie Herndon to come and help commentate y'all's game, and I pray that you take one from the right wing and it doesn't find anything.
Oh, that'd be absolutely – that'd be such a full circle
Mr.
moment.
Barrett Cook. It'll travel now for the Dadeville Tigers with 3:10 to play here in the third quarter. Lee Scott Academy out in front by 30. Leads at 53-23. Clark Ivett crosses half court. Now to Rayleigh Langford, now down low, back to Ivett, kick out Stella Henderson. Her three-pointer is too strong. Langford offensive rebound, her layup hits the padding on the backboard.
Oh, and it's going to be Lee Scott
knocked
ball.
Away. It'll be Warrior basketball. Nice job there by Stella Henderson. Didn't necessarily get a hand on the ball, but forcing the pressure, causing another turnover, stealing a possession for the Lee Scott Warriors. Rayleigh Langford out to Clark Ivett. Her right wing three finds the bottom of the net.
These Lee Scott cheerleaders making a good impact out here.
They are.
It's good to have them at these area games.
The crowd noise playing a major factor with us here tucked in the corner with them. 56-23. Clark Ivett now with 5 points in the third quarter. She has 22 in the contest.
Beautiful. And that's one thing about both of our Lee Scott Warrior teams is we have two great leaders, not only in scoring, but just, I mean, in the leadership role. Clark and Hayden just, I mean, they both know how, I mean, if it's a tight contest and our bench guys or guys around them don't know how to score, I mean, they step up and they'll get a bucket if needed.
The Tigers respond right away. That's Martha Patterson, her first points of the evening. Ivett has it on the right wing, a little in and out dribble out to Henderson, bobbled it momentarily. Got it to Rayleigh Langford, the on-ball screen. Now out to Ivett, and she tried to save it but was unable to. She'll walk on to the second step. An unforced error for Lee Scott Academy. But you mentioned it, the leadership of the teams, both for the varsity girls and the varsity boys, but there's so many other parts of these teams, right? You know that Hayden Harper and Clark Ivan in most contests are going to get theirs, but there's so many different options that Coach Corey Harrison and Coach William Johnson have of if so many people can give you 8 to 10 points a game, if one person or two people can give you a couple buckets beyond their average, you put yourself in a really good shape.
That's right. Yeah, I think probably about 8 of our rotation players average at least 6 points a game. And that, I mean, that adds up.
I mean, that just doing simple math is 48 points. And with the way that you guys play defense and the way that you guys love to score, you know that there's going to be plenty of guys that can get so many more than that just about every single night.
And, I mean, if you can't think about it from a self standpoint. I mean, if you don't have your desired, 12 points on the night, I mean, that means some of your buddies probably did get theirs. And you know what? Next game is your turn. I mean, that's what it's all about.
And you got to fill your stat sheet in different ways. If the points aren't falling, get a couple steals, get 1% better, do whatever you need to do. Crocker has it, tries to find it down low to Sutton Lewis. That's knocked out of bounds off the padding. Lee Scott Warrior basketball with 1:45 to play here in the third. Langford, the inbounder, now to Clark Ivan. A step or two inside the free throw line. And you know that shot is money just about every single time it leaves Clark Ivan's hands. Ivan now with at least 7 in all 3 quarters so far tonight. 10 in the first, 7 in the second, had 17 at halftime, now 24 here in the contest tonight. And the ball goes off of Patterson's leg. Actually, that's Nevia Maddox's leg.
I think they should name that floater after Clark. The Clark floater right there right in front of the goal.
I think we could claim something.
With the percentages, I mean,
it's ridiculous. We talk about it. I joke about it here on the Lee Scott Sports Network of anytime I say Clark Ivan gets the ball in what would be a step beyond that semicircle that you see in college and in the NBA, I'm not even going to say she makes it. I'm just going to only let you know if she misses because she never does.
That's right.
Step in 3.
It's in unless hurt otherwise.
Sutton Lewis the rebound. Charlie Huddleston will race her way on the floor. Now Langford, nice dribbling.
Back.
Charlie Huddleston right back to her, leaves the three-pointer short. Fight for the basketball and a jump ball. Nice effort from Stella Henderson. Possession arrow should keep it on this side of the floor, and it does.
And it looks like we're making some adjustments. Peyton Lakeman and Brooklyn Forbes about to check into the game for Sutton Lewis and Rayleigh Langford.
Look at that, a master already. Making my job.
Working on it.
Making my job just that much easier. Forbes inbounds it to Wesley Kate Crocker. It goes off of her right knee.
Would you consider that one unforced?
No, because there was at least a hand in the passing lane.
Yeah.
We'll say uncharacteristic, but not necessarily unforced.
I like that, yeah.
58-25, 60 seconds to play in the third quarter, and I believe a moving screen was the call right in front of the Dadeville bench with 51.3 remaining in the third quarter. Wesley Kate Crocker. A nice outlet pass to Huddleston. Her catch and shoot 3 off the front of the rim. Maddox the long rebounds. Tries to give it off to a Tiger. Instead gives it right off to Charlie Huddleston. Now to Brooklyn Forbes. And as soon as she touches the basketball, the entire bench yelled, shoot it. 30 seconds to play in the third. It should be a travel. It is along the far sideline with 30.4 to play here in the third.
Looks like we're hoping for a Brooklyn Forbes shot here.
We need an opportunity. The best spot right now has been that right wing, right where she has it right now.
Oh.
And she pulls it. Oh, man. Bench would have erupted if she knocked it down.
Wow, 4 white jerseys down there with 1 blue. Get a jump ball. That's great. It's good hustle.
20 seconds to play in the third quarter. We'll see if the Tigers hold for the final shot. Dribbling around the three-point line, guarded by Wesley Kate Crocker. Now Brooklyn Forbes poked the ball away momentarily, but the Tigers get it back. Nobody has possession, and now kicked out of bounds by the Tigers.
The ball must have some springs inside of it.
4.5 to play here in the third. Stella Henderson has it. Now Charlie Huddleston, her 3, got it off in time, but couldn't get it to go. And that's how the third quarter will come to a close. 58-25 through 3. Feels like it's back inside Sanford Gymnasium. And partner, Well done. Mr. Chapman Harris joining us here on the Lee Scott Sports Network. Not sure if Coach William Johnson is tuned in or if he's going to look over and be angry, but I know you got a little bit of prep that you got to do. Okay, well, there we go.
I saw a little grin.
Well, we appreciate you for joining us here. We'll make sure to do this here again. We're back in 60 seconds with the start of the fourth quarter right after this here on the Lee Scott Sports Network, presented by the Orthopedic Clinic.
Winter is in full swing at Mountain High Outfitters. Come see all the great gear to keep you warm and dry in style. From the North Face, Patagonia, Free People Movement, Viore, or Local Boy, we have you set for every day or your ski or snowboarding trip this season. Come see Mountain High Outfitters on South College next to Tzatziki's in the heart of Auburn. Experience the difference at Mountain High Outfitters. Get out, get active, be inspired, and live your passion.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Homegrown and member-owned.
We love our members love us.
Oh yes, ever since I got off active duty, they have helped me. I would recommend to anyone, if you really want to get your finances in order, come and see for yourself. I promise you, they will help you get on the path to financial freedom.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union with 2 local branches. Membership eligibility required. Accounts federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration.
Start of the fourth quarter here on the Lee Scott Sports Network, 58-25. The Lee Scott Warriors have the lead and the basketball. It's Wesley Kate Crocker, now Brooklyn Forbes. A minute gone by. Stella Henderson tries to save the basketball. Now Peyton Lakeman and Wesley Kate Crocker. She'll get tripped along the baseline. 7:04 remaining in the contest. It was Lee Scott Academy that jumped out to a big lead halfway through the first quarter. The Tigers went on a little bit of a run, but after that, you feel like it has been all Lee Scott Academy here tonight. The hot clock has started here on the campus of the Tigers. And a turnover for the Lee Scott Warriors. I was told to turn your mic on. No? As the Tigers turn it right back over. We have little McIsaac here with us on the Lee Scott Sports Network. How you doing, sir?
Good.
Doing good, man. You enjoying some Lee Scott Academy basketball?
I am. It's fun to watch the girls win a lot of games.
They are out in front, 58-25. Stella Henderson's three is no good. Charlie Huddleston gets the steal. The right-handed layup is swatted out of bounds with 6 minutes to play here in the contest. I know you're right in the heart of basketball season as well. You enjoying everything?
I am. It's really fun. Struggling, but it's good.
Not for you, though, right? That three-point shot. I see every single time at halftime, every single post-game. Just getting all the reps as the travel on Lee Scott Academy. 5.5 to play here in the contest. We got baseball season coming up soon as well.
It is.
Right-handed layup from Isaiah Lockhart is no good, but she'll head to the line to shoot a couple with 5 minutes to play here in the contest. I'm getting the no from your mom in the stands, but we have Grant McIsaac being a great color commentator here with us on the Lee Scott Sports Network.
Yep.
Anybody you want to shout out while we have a couple of moments on the free throw line?
Not really.
Fair enough. No shout out Dad, no shout out Davis, no
My
shout
dog.
out. Shout out which one?
Both.
Copper's the best.
Yeah.
Copper is my best friend. 58-25, 4.5 to play, and a jump ball tie-up possession error will keep it on this side of the floor with the Tigers. You want to take over? You calling play-by-play right here?
Oh, I would struggle. I think they like the voice of the Warriors more.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me on air, that they're going to call another jump ball prior to the layup. I promise off air he's not very nice to me, but all of a sudden I put a headset on him and he's the nicest thing ever. So I'm just going to keep a headset every time that I see you, and I'll just throw it on you, and I'll get compliments. Brooklyn Forbes gets a steal. Now Stella Henderson has it on the right wing. Forbes at the top of the key, has it at the free throw line. The elbow jumper is no good. Knocked out of bounds. It will be Tiger basketball. 58-25 halfway through this fourth and final frame. And we hope you'll stick with us after the conclusion of the varsity girls game. As about 10 or 15 minutes after, we'll have the start of the varsity boys. We'll be able to recap this varsity girls win as the Lee Scott Warriors well on their way to a 15-8 start, 5-0 in area play. 3.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Wesley Kate Crocker, dribble handoff with Charlie Huddleston. She gets it on the right elbow, and she'll get called for a couple extra steps before she was able to get it to Peyton Lakeman. 3 minutes to play here in this contest. What are you looking forward to, Mr. Grant, in the varsity boys game? If there's a couple keys to the game that you have, something that you want to see for this Warrior team to have success.
I want to see a fourth quarter run, like the girls showed right now. I just want to see like key defense, like just shooting the ball well and getting everything accurate and doing all that.
Heck yeah. We'll be able to talk about that here coming up with the after this game is completed. Stella Henderson steps in and she knocks down a left wing three. The first points for the Warriors here in this fourth quarter. A team, again, that has already surpassed their average per game, average right around 52.5 points per game, up to 61. Now in the contest, Henderson now gets a steal, able to get it to Brooklyn Forbes. 2 minutes to play. Forbes immediately got it out of her hands and turns it over. Then she gets the steal on the other end. 2 minutes to play, 61-25 is your score here on the Lee Scott Sports Network. Thought you were only allowed to have one girlfriend. You got all these cheerleaders.
Siblings.
I mean, oh, was it Ellie?
It was.
1:40 to play here in the contest, and a turnover on the Tigers. We'll give it back to Lee Scott Academy. Clark Ivett will finish the night as the leading scorer for the Lee Scott Warriors as Brooklyn Forbes steps in. Her three-pointer no good. Able to fight for the offensive rebound, a jump ball, and she's knocked to the floor. The possession arrow will give it to the Tigers with 1:15 to play in the contest. But Ivett averages right around 21 points a contest. She's going to finish with 24. Haynes Kesey will finish with 9. Maggie Herndon, who knocked down a three-pointer in the first and the second, knocked down 2 3-pointers in the third. She'll finish in double figures with 12. 61-25 is the lead for the Lee Scott Warriors. Isaiah Lockhart gets the layup to go. Her first points since the second quarter. 61-27, under a minute to play. And a turnover by Lee Scott Academy. We'll give the ball back to the Tigers with 30 seconds to play. Lockhart running down the right side of the lane. Nice defense by the Lee Scott Warriors. 25 seconds, 24 seconds. Henderson has it. She gets cut off in the short corner. Now to Forbes, works her way down low. Almost gets it knocked out of bounds. She'll let it go out of bounds, and it will be Tiger basketball. As the clock counts down, partner, final thoughts from this contest before we throw it to break. Some things that you really liked from Coach Corey Harrison's squad.
Yeah, they were just playing good, passing, doing all that, and just playing the game neatly, having everybody in.
Well, there
and
we go.
The Warriors win.
Warriors win. I mean, when you do that, it's hard to have any complaints, right? 61-27, the Lee Scott varsity girls are victorious. And when we come back, we'll talk about this contest, give you a little preview of the varsity boys before we get you underway. You want to throw it to break right here with us?
We'll continue after a quick timeout. You're listening to the Radio Alabama Sports on Tiger Country 104.5. This is the Lee Scott Sports Network, presented by the Orthopedic Clinic.
Boom. Couldn't do it better myself. We're back right after this.
My joints aren't what they used to be. Routine exercise, playing ball outside with the kids, riding bikes on vacation. I never worried about keeping up. But now, my joint pain has started slowing me down. I decided to make an appointment with the Orthopedic Clinic. Their surgical partners had the experience, technology, and personalized approach to care that I was looking for. Best of all, it was close to home. I'm thankful I chose the Orthopedic Clinic. Don't let joint pain slow you down. Visit theorthoclinic.com and schedule your appointment today.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Every sports team has a glue guy, the unsung hero that does the dirty work. Society's glue guys are towing companies. Whether your car is in an accident or you own a business and need a vehicle moved, we all need tow trucks. When you need one, call Auburn Express Towing, offering 24-hour towing services. AET specializes in parking lot and private property towing in Auburn. Call 334-821-6033. Auburn Express Towing, located at 615 Opelika Road.
Winter is in full swing at Mountain High Outfitters. Come see all the great gear to keep you warm and dry in style. From the North Face, Patagonia, Free People Movement, Viore, or Local Boy, we have you set for every day or your ski or snowboarding trip this season. Come see Mountain High Outfitters on South College next to Tzatziki's in the heart of Auburn. Experience the difference at Mountain High Outfitters. Get out, get active, be inspired, and live your passion.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Russell Building Supply is your hometown home improvement store. You'll find what you need when you need it. And as a Russell Rewards member, you'll be in the know about monthly specials and exclusive offers. Russell Building Supply, East University in Auburn, across from Cary Creek Publix.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Homegrown and member-owned.
We love our members love us.
Oh yes, ever since I got off active duty, they have helped me. I would recommend to anyone, if you really want to get your finances in order, come and see for yourself. I promise you, they will help you get on the path to financial freedom.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union with 2 local branches. Membership eligibility required. Accounts federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration.
Hi, this is Tyler with Gutter Pro. Around here, we believe details make the difference. That's why we're the premier choice for custom seamless gutter systems and leaf protection for both homes and businesses. No matter what kind of gutter you need, we do it all. From seamless installs to custom finishes, our work is built to last and tailored to your style. So don't settle for less. Leave it to the pros at Gutter Pro. Check us out today at gutterprosolutions.com. That's gutterprosolutions.com.
When bones get out of joint, the Orthopedic Clinic is here, providing expert care and surgery when needed, wherever it hurts. Hand, wrist, foot, or ankle, back, neck, or hip. Offering minimally invasive surgery and cutting-edge joint replacement. Serving patients from throughout the region. See the sports injury experts for athletes of all types. Don't wait. Schedule an examination today. The Orthopedic Clinic. Call for an appointment, 334-749-8303, or visit theorthoclinic.com.
Every sports team has a glue guy, the unsung hero that does the dirty work. Society's glue guys are towing companies. Whether your car is in an accident or you own a business and need a vehicle moved, we all need tow trucks. When you need one, call Auburn Express Towing, offering 24-hour towing services. AET specializes in parking lot and private property towing in Auburn. Call 334-821-6033. Auburn Express Towing, located at 615 Opelika Road.
Tiger Country 104.5 is a Radio Alabama station, part of the Auburn Networks family. WAUE HD2, Waverly, Auburn, Opelika.
Auburn, Opelika Country. Tiger Country 104.5.
The following is a presentation of Radio Alabama Sports. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited.
Lee Scott Academy Basketball is on Tiger Country 104.5. Presented by the Orthopedic Clinic, Googe Performing Arts Center, Mountain High Outfitters, and Russell Building Supply. Also brought to you by Auburn Bank, Gutter Pro, Advanced Graphics, Auburn Express Towing, and Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Now, live from courtside, here's the voice of Lee Scott Academy Basketball, Christian Griffin.
2 steps down, 1 step to go here on the campus of the Dadeville Tigers. JV boys get a big-time win. The varsity girls pick up a 61-27 win over the Tigers, and now the varsity boys, led by Coach William Johnson, looking to follow suit. Christian Griffin here with you on the Lee Scott Sports Network. We appreciate everybody for tuning in and for being a part here with us on the Lee Scott Sports Network this Thursday rainy evening here off 280 as Lee Scott Academy makes about the 35-minute drive uptown just a little bit. Following 2 wins at home, you're looking to follow up with their third area win in the past week. And what better way to do it than over an area foe in the Dadeville Tigers. You go back to this game here back on January 9th. It was a historic night inside Sanford Gymnasium, 93-38. This Warriors squad picked up a big-time win. You had 4 Warriors in double figures, and 3 more added 7 points or more. The last game and the last time this Warrior team took the floor, it was an 80-47 win over the Beulah Bobcats. That was Tuesday night, so you should have relatively fresh legs, some well-rested legs, looking to put on a good performance here tonight. You had 4 players that had 13 points or more in that contest. You shot 48% from the field. The Lee Scott varsity girls finishing up our segment on their side of things. Clark Ivets leads all scorers in the contest in that big 61-27 win. She finishes with 24. Haynes Kesey with 9. Rayleigh Langford with 3. Sydney Dunlap adds a point. Lucy Zellner with a bucket. Stella Henderson, she knocks down a triple in the first and in the fourth. She finishes with 6. Maggie Herndon had 6 in the first half, 6 in the third quarter alone. She finishes in double figures with 12. Sutton Lewis with 4. And the Warriors move to 5-0 on the varsity girls side of things. 5-0 in area play, 14-8 in the season. When we come back, we'll get you keys to the game and starting lineups for the varsity boys. It's the Dadeville Tigers and your Lee Scott Academy Warriors. All of that coming up when we come back here on the Lee Scott Sports Network, presented by the Orthopedic Clinic.
Winter is in full swing at Mountain High Outfitters. Come see all the great gear to keep you warm and dry in style. From the North Face, Patagonia, Free People Movement, Viore, or Local Boy, we have you set for every day or your ski or snowboarding trip this season. Come see Mountain High Outfitters on South College next to Tzatziki's in the heart of Auburn. Experience the difference at Mountain High Outfitters. Get out, get active, be inspired, and live your passion.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Russell Building Supply is your hometown home improvement store. You'll find what you need when you need it. And as a Russell Rewards member, you'll be in the know about monthly specials and exclusive offers. Russell Building Supply, East University in Auburn, across from Cary Creek Publix.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Homegrown and member-owned.
We love our members love us.
Oh yes, ever since I got off active duty, they have helped me. I would recommend to anyone, if you really want to get your finances in order, come and see for yourself. I promise you, they will help you get on the path to financial freedom.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union with 2 local branches. Membership eligibility required. Accounts federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration.
Now the starting lineups, presented by Auburn Bank on your LSA sports station, Tiger Country 104.5.
Both teams make their way onto the floor. It's the Dadeville Tigers and the Lee Scott Academy Warriors. Tonight's starting lineups are presented by Auburn Bank. Their local team stands ready to discuss your financial needs and goals. Auburn Bank, champions of you and proud sponsor of Lee Scott Academy Warriors.
And your starting lineups are Gray Haley, Hayden Harper, Chapman Harris, William Wiles, Parks Myers, Baylor Cook, and Corzona. Presented by the Orthopedic Clinic.
Close enough here with us, but we're underway, off and running here on the Lee Scott Sports Network. Three-pointer by the Warriors, no good. Quick in transition are the Dadeville Tigers. Layup, no good. Gray Haley will corral the long rebound. He's running with the right hand. Now to Hayden Harper on the right wing. He lowers his shoulder and kicks it out to Gray Haley, who loses it momentarily, tries to save it, and is able to with Hayden Harper. He gets down to the short corner and kisses it off the window. Hayden Harper, his first points of the evening, 2-0, Lee Scott Academy.
Pretty some good passing there.
40 seconds gone by here on the campus of the Dadeville Tigers. Christian Griffin and Grant McIsaac here with you on the Lee Scott Sports Network. Joining me for a little bit of first half action. Gray Haley gets the steal. Parks Myers in transition. He lays it up and in with the left hand. This Lee Scott Warrior offense, a team that loves to work in transition, would love all of their points coming in transition so far. All four tonight have done so, and a little too aggressive. They're going to get Hayden Harper. No, Gray Haley on a reach-in foul, his first 1 minute into the contest. Let's take a look at tonight's keys to the game, presented by Jeff Coat-Trant Funeral Home and Crematory, serving Opelika, Auburn, and Lee County since 1988. We'll get you those here momentarily, possibly at the first timeout. 4-0 Lee Scott Warriors here on the road at Dadeville. Protecting the basketball like a running back is the point guard, but swatted out of there from William Lyles. Hayden Harper now runs the floor. He works his way inside the free throw line, has it stripped. And we're going the other way. 6:22 to play here in the contest. It sits with Jason Benford at the free throw line. His turnaround jumper is no good. Parks Myers will sky for the rebound. 2-on-3. Nobody picks up Hayden Harper on the left wing. His triple is too strong. And Benford the rebound, the quick outlet. A 2-on-2 break. They throw the lob. Swatted out of there by Cord Zellner. But I believe they're going to get him for a foul as he undercut.
Good running ball was shot there. Just get the foul there.
Nice job getting back on defense, though, like you mentioned. 4-0. Warriors here 2 minutes into the contest. Jaden Walton has it. Now back to Benford at the top of the key, guarded by Gray Haley. Dribble handoff. Back to Walton. Nice bounce pass. Got the defender up in the air. Cord Zellner got a piece of it, as did William Lyles. Parks Myers now handoff to Hayden Harper. And they're actually going to get Parks Myers for a travel, as he wasn't able to get rid of the basketball, and he fell to his backside underneath the rim. An costly turnover. An unfortunate one for the Warriors, as it looked like they had a free 2 points at the other side. Benford gets it downhill to Jamarcus Tuck. The free throw line, maybe a step inside. Layup won't go. Lyles skies for the rebound. Harper. Now Myers on the right wing. Back to Lyles, works his way downhill. Layup won't go. Offensive rebound is Gray Haley. His layup won't go, but he's hit on the arm. He will head to the line to shoot 2 free throws with 5:17 on the clock. The Warriors' shots haven't necessarily been falling, but that has not affected the defense so far. As 3 minutes into the contest, the Tigers haven't found the bottom of the net.
And their rebounds are doing good right now. They just got to keep going up to the rim.
Gray Haley looking for his first points here of the evening. And gets the shooter's roll on the first. The Lee Scott Warriors 18-3 here on the season. They're 4-0 in area play. Second free throw is no good, but Parks Myers the offensive rebound. One more to Hayden Harper. One more to Haley. they don't like the numbers. They will set things up in the half court. William Lyles now has it, gets cut off before the short corner. Back to Court Zellner, back to Hayden Harper. His corner triple is money.
That's some beautiful passing right there.
Great ball movement for the Lee Scott Warriors. Hayden Harper now with 5, and the Warrior lead is 8. Tuck works his way with the left hand. Almost gets it stripped, but it's knocked out of bounds by Hayden Harper. It'll be Tiger basketball under their own basket. And here comes that substitution that you see halfway through this first quarter, halfway through just about every single quarter. It's Barrett Cook, Hollywood Watley, Chapman Harris, and Brooke Zachary. Hayden Harper will stay on the floor for another moment or two. Those are the 5 on the floor for Coach William Johnson's squad, who leads it 8-0 halfway through this first period. Benford guarded by Barrett Cook. Beautiful defense. And the 18-foot jumper can't find the rim. The defensive tenacity, the defensive pressure right now, the difference in this contest so far. Lee Scott hasn't necessarily shot it well. The defense can keep you in any game even when you don't necessarily go on a big-time run. Brooke Zachary works inside from the pass from Barrett Cook, and he will head to the line to shoot 2 free throws. The junior running back, now the junior small forward, had 13 points in the contest on Tuesday night against Beulah. Looking to get his first here tonight. 8-0 Lee Scott Academy halfway through this first period. First free throw is no good. The second free throw from Brooke Zachary. He's able to knock that one down. The Warrior lead is 9 with 4:22 to play in the first quarter. Warriors setting up a little bit of pressure in the front court. The Tigers are able to break it. Thought about the 3 in the corner, did Cale Hanks. Instead decided to drive it into the teeth of the defense. Not a good decision, blocked away by Chapman Harris. Wyatt Watley, now the left-handed pass to Chapman Harris. He works his way through contact, kicks it off to Brooke Zachary. Nice Euro step, protects the basketball, and the reverse layup is good. Now trying to go in transition are the Tigers. Ooh, and a weak blocking foul is going to be called. I believe they're going to get Brooke Zachary on that. They will. I thought it might have been a travel beforehand, but the referees see it otherwise. It's 11-0 Lee Scott Academy halfway through this first period on the road at Dadeville. Lee Scott 4-0 in area play. They got 2 of those wins in the last week, looking to go 3-0 in a calendar 7 days. Floater no good. Nice box out from Zachary Harris. The defensive rebound. Now Barrett Cook through the paint. Spins his way. Stop and pop. Layup won't go. And the rebound gathered out by the free throw line with number 20, Brennan Holly. Benford almost turns it over down into the middle of the paint. Turnaround layup, no good. Nice defense by Hayden Harper. But Cale Hanks is there on the weak side to tip it up and in. Zachary now working his way downhill. Right-handed layup is blocked from behind. Tigers trying to go on a little bit of a run. 11-2 with 3 minutes left in this first quarter. A no-look pass and another no-look pass. Beautiful ball movement. And Tuck is able to lay it in with the right hands. 11-4. 3 minutes to play. Hollywood Watley thought about the catch and shoot 3. Give and go with Hayden Harper, and he lays it in with his left hand. Hayden Harper now 7 points in the contest. Makes it 13-4. Watley tried to draw a charge instead. The dribble handoff got him out of position, but the left-handed layup, the right-handed layup rather, is no good. Watley tried to throw on the brakes, turns it over. A 2-on-3 break. Harper goes for the steal, doesn't get it. Plays decent enough defense to allow the Warriors to get back, but the turnaround layup from Hanks is good. 13-6 is your score with 2:28 to play here in this first quarter. Timeout on the floor. We will keep it right here on the Lee Scott Sports Network.
Post half action of tonight's game is presented by Russell Building Supply and Russell Do It Center. Experience and knowledge from the pros at your hometown home center.
13-6 with 2:28 to play in this first quarter. Again, appreciate Russell Building Supply and Russell Do It Center for the first half sponsor of tonight's game. And although we're halfway through this first quarter, let's take a look at some of tonight's keys to the game. They're presented by Jeffcoat Trent Funeral Home and Crematory, serving Opelika, Auburn, and Lee County since 1988. The first one for this Lee Scott squad was to dominate the glass. Second one, to work inside out. It's a team that shoots 30% from three, but much better off of paint touches and kickouts. You'd love to see some more of those find the bottom of the net here tonight. Right on cue, Barrett Cook. His triple is short, able to get the offensive rebound. Now Brooks Zachary fight for the basketball. He comes away with it, gets it to Chapman Harris down low. Left-handed reverse layup, no, but he's hacked, and he'll shoot two at the stripe.
That's what's good about this team. They're getting all the rebounds and good passes right now, and done it all season.
Goes right back to our keys to the game, to dominate the glass, dominate the rebounding category, especially on the defensive side of things because of how fast this Warrior team wants to get out and run. But secondly, if you're able to gather some offensive rebounds, steal some possessions, get second chance, third chance looks. And the third key tonight was just to take care of business. Again, you should be a solid favorite in this contest here tonight. But there's a reason you play the game, and especially here at home, this Tiger team feels that much more confident. Benford, now the handoff down low to Hanks. Now down low, right-handed layup, no, from Jaden Wallen. Chapman Harris the rebound. Now to Jack Fuquay, who's just subbed in. One more to Brooks Zachary, and it's knocked out of bounds. I thought that it was out on one of the Tigers. Instead, they'll say that Brooks Zachary may have passed it out of bounds. 1:47 to play here in the first quarter. Baseball pass is intercepted in the front court by Brooks Zachary. Barrett Cook, now Chapman Harris, who got cut off, tried to work his way baseline. One more skip pass. Wyatt Watley was almost tripped. Now Fuquay has it in the far corner. Warriors trying to get the ball inside the three-point line. Instead, Chapman Harris, he's going to pull it too strong, able to get his offensive rebound. Back out to Wyatt Watley at the top of the key. He gets down to the free throw line. Beautiful bounce pass. Barrett Cook couldn't convert. There was contact, no whistle. Offensive rebounds. Reverse layup is no good. Now the Tigers work in transition. Inside-out layup from Cale Hanks is good. He has 6 in the contest. And right now this Warrior squad
is struggling
to find the bottom of the net, and because of that, you're having a couple bailouts by the Tigers. Barrett Cook, however, responds with a triple. Nice pass from Wyatt Watley, a high-low, got the defender in the air, and Barrett Cook able to respond right in front of the Tiger bench. 17-8, 45 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Benford has it, standing at the Tiger eyes at half court. Now out on the left wing, 36 seconds, guarded by Barrett Cook. He gets cut off, has to kick it to a teammate. Now back to Hanks on the left wing. Benford demanding the basketball, but not getting it right now. Cut off in the short corner by Barrett Cook. It is Jaden Walton, now out to the left wing. Tigers seem comfortable holding for the last shot. Barrett Cook gambled. Benford has it, gets to the elbow, and is able to bank it in with one hand.
I got it now, take
a tough shot. Wyatt Watley now to Chapman Harris with 6. Skip past to Jack Fuquay. His catch and shoot triple is too strong. Barrett Cook, offensive rebound. He goes up and gets it blocked from behind. A fast tempo first quarter that favored the Warriors in the first half of the first, but maybe favor the Tigers a little bit in the back half. Very similar to what we saw with the varsity girls. 17-10. The Lee Scott Warriors out in front here on the road on the campus of the Dadeville Tigers. We're back in 30 seconds here on the Lee Scott Sports Network, presented by the Orthopedic Clinic.
Hi, this is Tyler with Gutter Pro. Around here, we believe details make the difference. That's why we're the premier choice for custom seamless gutter systems and leak protection for both homes and businesses. No matter what kind of gutter you need, we do it all. From seamless installs to custom finishes, our work is built to last and tailored to your style. So don't settle for less. Leave it to the pros at Gutter Pro. Check us out today at gutterprosolutions.com. That's gutterprosolutions.com.
This is the home of Lee Scott Academy basketball. Tiger Country 104.5.
Start of the second quarter here on the Lee Scott Sports Network. 17-10. The Warriors have the advantage on the road at Dadeville. Lee Scott 18-3.
Yeah.
Looking to move to 5-0 in area play, and if they win this contest, it's confirmed they will host the area tournament. So how big would that be for the Lee Scott Academy Warriors? As if you needed more motivation tonight rather than just a hostile crowd. Get a nice win and make sure that all 4 teams have to come to your place inside Sanford Gymnasium.
We usually get a lot of fans there.
Hayden Harper, kick out 3. He knocks down his second triple of the evening, doubles the lead for the Warriors, 20-10. Tuck now in transition behind the back, goes up over Cord Zellner and is able to get it to go. He's asking for a foul. Looked like he was the one that initiated the contact. No whistle. Parks Myers has it in the far corner. Hayden Harper, one more to Gray Haley. Beautiful ball movement, can't result in a 3. And Tuck for the Tigers will gather the rebounds. Running right, right-handed layup. Got his shot blocked, but there was a whistle. We'll see who it's on. They're going to get Hayden Harper. No, they're going to get Gray Haley, rather, on the shooting foul. It was Harper that got the ball from behind, but I guess Gray Haley may have gotten a little bit of shoulder or elbow, resulting in Jamarcus Tuck shooting free throws. The first free throw was good. Tuck with 2 in the first, 3 here in the second. Responded with the Warrior 3 from Hayden Harper. 1 minute gone by here in this second quarter, 20-13. One more free throw upcoming for Tuck. Hits the back iron and can't go down. Chapman Harris, the rebound all the way out behind the volleyball line. And it's knocked out of bounds by Hanks for the Tigers. So Lee Scott will inbound it and go the length of the floor.
Lee Scott's not struggling to get the rebound after I literally said last quarter to get. They were doing good to get rebounds.
Minute gone by here in this second quarter. Parks Myers can't convert on the layup. The Lee Scott Warriors can't seem to buy anything inside the paint. Here on the right side of the rim, Benford in transition. His layup no good, and they're going to get Parks Myers with a shove from behind. They're going to get that on number 0, and apologies, I do not have a 0 on my official stat sheet or my official roster. So we will call him the Tiger.
I like that.
6.5 to play here in this second quarter. Benford now Hanks at the top of the key. Tuck, who wants to get downhill on this Warrior squad. Nice defense by William Lyles. Layup won't go when it's knocked out of bounds by the Tiger.
Number 0, the Tiger. Yes.
Hayden Harper and William Lyles bring the ball up the floor for the Warriors. Bounce pass to Chapman Harris in the left corner. No look pass to Hayden Harper. His right wing 3. Can't find the bottom of the net, but Harris there for the offensive putback. And they're going to call a jump ball on the left-handed layup. Possession arrow. They'll keep it on this side of the floor. If anything, I thought there was contact, or at worst, a jump, or at worst, a clean block and a play on. William Lyles catch and shoot 3 on the inbound is no good. Parks Myers gathers the offensive rebound beyond the 3-point line, and he lays it in with the strong, dominant left hand. 22-13, the Warrior lead is back to 9, and just like that, my goodness, in response are the Tigers through contact and a travel now on Parks Myers before he was able to lay it in.
I'm going to give credit to the Tigers here. They're having a fight.
They are having a fight here at home. It's crazy to see the confidence change of what you see for a team at home versus a team on the road. Playing really good basketball here at home right now.
Yeah. Lee Scott and Tigers are both like competing and doing all that, but like it's gonna come down to like who can do it, like who can improvise it like the most.
Hayden Harper dribbling his way up the floor. Chapman Harris thought about the 3, instead throws it down low to Cord Zellner. No, but he is hacked and will head to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
On the move.
22-15. Lee Scott Academy with a 7-point lead here on the road at Dadeville. The first free throw from Cord Zellner rattles in.
I think Cord is really good. Free throw shooter this year, I think. He gets fouled a lot in the post. I think he should do it. And the second one falls down and good.
2 for 2 from the stripe for Cord Zellner. Thank you, partner.
You're welcome.
Back to a 9-point lead for the Lee Scott Warriors, and a baseball pass all the way to the front court. He's grabbed
Hayden Harper's on him,
by
and he's
Tuck,
get
and an
fouled.
offensive foul as Tuck lowered his shoulder, extended the elbow. Nice job by Hayden Harper coming back and playing defense without fouling, stealing a possession for the Warriors. With 5:16 to play here in the second quarter. Again, a reminder, first half action of tonight's game is presented by Russell Building Supply and Russell Do-It Center. Experience and knowledge from the pros at your hometown home center. William Lyles gets ahead of steam, going downhill, layup, no. Cord Zellner, as you mentioned, partner, gets the offensive rebound, and falling to his left is able to throw it in with the left hand.
He's playing his best game right now. And just now Lee Scott's going to have a plus right now here.
They are on-ball pressure with Chapman, Harris, Parks, Myers there to help it as well. Ball knocked out of bounds. It's Warrior basketball. Good call, partner. The full court pressure causing havoc for the Tigers halfway through this second quarter. And here come some of those subs for Coach William Johnson. A little miscommunication on who was subbing in, who was subbing out. So the 5 on the floor as it sits for the Warriors. It's Zachary, Harper, Lyles, Cook, and Harris.
And Hayden coming out here. I think they're just doing good. And Chapman with 3 here, and he's going to get it.
Chapman Harris knocks down another triple. Get some energy in that three-point call, young man. 29-15, 4.5 to play. Chapman Harris almost gets a poke steal from behind, but instead
be out on Hayden Harper.
It'll stay Tiger basketball under their own basket. The Warriors go on a nice little run to bring the lead back to 14. It was 22-15, now 29-15. The ball thrown away. Hollywood Watley there, nobody in front of him. Euro step, lays it in
get the 2
with the right hand. Nice move from Mr. Watley, his first points of the evening here tonight, 31-15. And now you're seeing that defensive pressure amp up for the Warriors. Fadeaway three-pointer as well, too strong. Barrett Cook the rebounds, and the Warriors off and running again. Wyatt Watley bounced past to Brooks Zachary. His layup is no good. Defensive rebound, gets the steal, and puts it back up and gets it to go. Brooks Zachary having to play through a lot of contact right now, but able to muscle his way up to the rim and get it to go. 33-15, sorry, partner.
You good, bro.
In transition is Tuck. He loses it on the way up, and Chapman Harris is going to get called for the shooting foul. As Cale Hanks, you've seen it a couple times, not somebody that necessarily goes up strong with the right hand, almost a little bit of a fadeaway layup, but Chapman Harris got caught with his arm too far out in front, and Hanks.
He's usually not the one that goes up. He's like the one who always sure has to.
Hanks with 5 points in the contest.
He's going to make the first one here.
And he knocks down the first one. Approaching the 7 o'clock hour here on the campus of the Dadeville Tigers.
I think both of them there.
Hanks goes 2 for 2 from the line. Chapman Harris, now Wyatt Watley. Nobody picks up Hayden Harper. His left wing three. You know the result. Hayden Harper brings the lead right back to 19 for the Lee Scott Academy Warriors. And you feel like finally the lid has come off the rim on the right side of the floor for the boys in Navy. And in transition are the Tigers. Right-handed layup is no good. Brooks Zachary, nice defense without fouling. He'll get the rebound. Chapman Harris, no look past the Barrett Cook.
Got it.
And he knocks down another one.
Barrett Cook with the three.
Barrett Cook's second triple of the evening. Baseball pass yet again, intercepted by Brooks Zachary. And right back to Barrett Cook. Your call, partner.
Oh, and here's Watley for three. Oh, he's going to sink back, and they're going to hit it off, and it's going to be off by.
I believe it'll stay.
It's going to go to the Tigers here.
Wow. Dadeville basketball. I was hoping that one would go down for you.
Hayden Harper's going to get. No, they're going to take it back.
39-17, 2.5 to play here in the second quarter. Down low is Tuck, and he's going to get Barrett Cook up in the air, and he'll head to the line to shoot a couple with 2:41. Here before we get you started in the Orthopedic Clinic halftime reports. The Lee Scott varsity boys looking to complete the sweep over the Dadeville Tigers. The first free throw.
It's no good here. Hey, Brooks.
Brooke Zachary coming into your living room if you're watching on the Lee Scott Sports Network YouTube or Facebook page. Second free throw upcoming. A couple of dribbles, spins the ball into his left, then back into his right, and no good.
And here we go, White Wally, and then back to White, and then find William Miles here. To Brooke Zachary, and going in, no, there is a foul.
Zachary stripped as he tried to kick it to Barrett Cook. In the far corner, 2.5 to play here in the second quarter. Watley to Hayden Harper.
And he's going to get it, but
and they're going to call a foul on the floor.
On number 20 on the Tigers.
They are. They brought Brooke Zachary to the floor. So that's the 4th team foul on the Tigers. And so any common foul for either team now in the final 2.5 will lead to bonus free throws. And if you're Lee Scott, you would love to pick up a couple fouls to try and increase the lead.
William Miles here.
As now an offensive foul is called on Brooke Zachary. I didn't see too much there, to be completely honest with you.
And now checking in, number 42, Mayo. And coming in for him is Brooke Zachary.
Two and a half to play here in the second quarter. Euro step into Mayor Whittington, and he's going to pick up the personal foul. It'll be number 3, Jaden Walton, heading to the line to shoot a couple. 39-17. The first quarter flew by. The second one has pumped the brakes just a little bit. First free throw.
No good.
Is no good. End of the first quarter in Nashville. For Auburn women's basketball, 23-12. The Commodores out in front of the Tigers. Hayden Harper will bring the ball up the floor.
Here we go, pass to Barrett Cook. And back to Mayo, to William Miles. And he's going to get that one. Got it.
Nice ball movement by the Lee Scott Warriors. From Harper to Cook to Mayer to William Miles, and he converts. The layup, looking to convert the and one opportunity.
And he's going to do it. He's got it.
And he
got
does.
the and one.
William Miles, his first points of the
Mayo.
evening.
Good defense by Mayo here.
It is good defense, playing defense without fouling. Maybe got a piece of the basketball. Watley.
There you go. Barrett Cook
now the outlet to Barrett Cook to William Miles. Yeah, the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be Warrior basketball. 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Jack Fuquay will check in for Hayden Harper for, you would imagine, the final 2 minutes. 42-18. The Lee Scott Warriors have opened it up here in the second quarter. Warriors going with a little 55 full court pressure. The Tigers break it 3-on-1. Tuck runs right into Mayor Whittington, and beautiful defense there. Not allowing the layup, but then William Miles is going to get called.
No check.
They're going to get Jack on
check
the reach-in foul.
And he's going to go to the line here. Number 3 for the Tigers.
That's Jaden Walton. And
yeah.
Whether it was a shooting foul or just a reach-in foul, both teams are in the bonus for the final 148 of the second quarter. So
and he's going to sink the first one here, though.
It'll lead to free throws.
I just think this game is going down to be a good one. I just like who's going to compete and win. And he's going to miss second one here.
Second free throw, no good. William Lyles corrals it. Wyatt Watley will direct the offense, working his way up the floor. 1:40 to play before halftime. Mayor Whittington back to Wyatt Watley. Hollywood for 3.
Got
and
it.
He rattles it in.
Got the free.
Hollywood now with 5 points in the second quarter, 45-19. Warriors lead with 90 seconds to play. Benford thought about the three. Pump fake now to Tuck, who works his way baseline and is going to draw contact again. I didn't see too much.
What I like about this team is Lee Scott is just the 3-point opportunities they always have. They find open people in the 3-point range and just they can sink it. They always got somebody.
Whether that's the new school three-pointer with the shooting from behind the rainbow or the three-point play, working their way through contact and still able to flip it up and in as the first free throw from Jamarcus Tuck is good. He now has 6 in the contest. 45-20 is your score. Second free throw upcoming for the sophomore is good. Tuck with 7 now in the contest, 5 of those coming here in this second quarter. 1:20 to play before halftime. Wyatt Watley, the handoff to Gray Haley. He'll bring the ball up the floor. Now to Whittington. Now to William Lyles. Thought about the three. Now works it back down low to Whittington. Layup sits on the front of the rim. Wyatt Watley, or rather William Lyles with the tap in.
Here's going to bring it up here, number 2 for Jason Benford. He's taking it up by Gray Haley. Think about it. Think about shot. He's going to do it, and Mayo is going to get the rebound here.
Long rebounds into the hands of William Lyles with the orange shoes. Tries to throw on the brakes. Loses the basketball. And now they're going to get either a jump ball or a foul. I believe they're going to get William Lyles on a reach-in foul, trying to make up for the turnover. 41.4 remaining in the second quarter. And partner, you know this, as do all of the listeners, for a team that has a very big advantage like the Lee Scott Warriors do right now, the last thing that you want to do is allow the team trailing you to shoot free throws.
Yeah, you don't want this team to shoot free throws.
First free throw hits the back iron and goes
now
down.
Coming in is Max Sharp, number 55, Max Sharp for Mayo, and then Chapman Harris, and then Parks Myers.
So 5 on the floor for Coach William Johnson. Chapman Harris, Gray Haley, Max Schreiber, Parks Myers, as my partner
he's gonna
mentioned.
miss the second one here, and there he goes. He's trapped in, and then he's gonna get it.
Chapman Harris trying to dribble through the pressure right now, able to get it to Parks Myers, and gets the timeout before falling out of bounds. Nice job by Lyles, or by Watley rather. Saved it, called timeouts in the air with 30.2, a 30-second timeout. We will keep it right here on the Lee Scott Sports Network.
I think this team needs to keep fighting. I keep saying it, like, they're doing great, but, like, this isn't the classic Warriors you usually see. Like, the Tigers are playing really good D and, like, just playing good offense. I think Warriors are better and, like, this. They need to do more. They need to see what Warriors fans usually see, because there's a lot of Warriors fans here. I can say that.
They are, yeah. Good job giving credit to all the Lee Scott Warrior faithful that made the trip here up 280. 30.2 seconds. What do you want to see here in the final seconds? What do you want to see drawn up by the Warriors?
I want to see more points.
How do you want to see it?
However,
right?
Yeah, I want points.
Parks Myers
it's gonna be
gets
trapped.
it to Chapman Harris. Out by the free throw, or by the volleyball line rather, William Lyles. His catch and shoot three. He leaves it short. And the Tigers look to push with 13 seconds. Almost a turnover by Tuck. Able to run his way, stop and pop,
Max
blocked by Max Shiver. Wyatt Watley now to Parks Myers. His left-handed layup is no good. Second chance opportunity.
He's going to put it back. That is the end of your first half. Lee Scott up 49-22 against the Dadeville Tigers. We'll be right back after the half.
What am I here for? I don't know. I mean, my job got taken, but 49-22 as we welcome you in to the Orthopedic Clinic halftime report on the other side of this 2-minute break here on the Lee Scott Sports Network, presented by the Orthopedic Clinic.
My joints aren't what they used to be. Routine exercise, playing ball outside with the kids, riding bikes on vacation. I never worried about keeping up. But now, my joint pain has started slowing me down. I decided to make an appointment with the orthopedic clinic. Their surgical partners had the experience, technology, and personalized approach to care that I was looking for. Best of all, it was close to home. I'm thankful I chose the orthopedic clinic. Don't let joint pain slow you down. Visit theorthoclinic.com and schedule your appointment today.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Hi, this is Tyler with Gutter Pro. Around here, we believe details make the difference. That's why we're the premier choice for custom seamless gutter systems and leaf protection for both homes and businesses. No matter what kind of gutter you need, we do it all. From seamless installs to custom finishes, our work is built to last and tailored to your style. So don't settle for less. Leave it to the pros at Gutter Pro. Check us out today at gutterprosolutions.com. That's gutterprosolutions.com.
Every sports team has a glue guy, the unsung hero that does the dirty work. Society's glue guys are towing companies. Whether your car is in an accident or you own a business and need a vehicle moved, we all need tow trucks. When you need one, call Auburn Express Towing, offering 24-hour towing services. AET specializes in parking lot and private property towing in Auburn. Call 334-821-6033. Auburn Express Towing, located at 615 Opelika Road.
Winter is in full swing at Mountain High Outfitters. Come see all the great gear to keep you warm and dry in style. From the North Face, Patagonia, Free People Movement, Viore, or Local Boy, we have you set for every day or your ski or snowboarding trip this season. Come see Mountain High Outfitters on South College next to Tzatziki's in the heart of Auburn. Experience the difference at Mountain High Outfitters. Get out, get active, be inspired, and live your passion.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Russell Building Supply is your hometown home improvement store. You'll find what you need when you need it. And as a Russell Rewards member, you'll be in the know about monthly specials and exclusive offers. Russell Building Supply, East University in Auburn, across from Cary Creek Publix.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Homegrown and member-owned.
We love our members. Our members love us.
Oh, yes. Ever since I got off active duty, they have helped me. I would recommend to anyone, if you really want to get your finances in order, come and see for yourself. I promise you, they will help you get on the path to financial freedom.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union with 2 local branches. Membership eligibility required. Accounts federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration.
The Lee Scott Academy Basketball Halftime Show is brought to you by the Orthopedic Clinic on Tiger Country 104.5.
All smiles here inside the home of the Tigers here on the campus of Dadeville. Christian Griffin here with you as we get you started in the Orthopedic Clinic halftime report. The Orthopedic Clinic is East Alabama's go-to center for orthopedic care with locations in Auburn and Opelika to better serve you. You can find them online at theorthoclinic.com. 49-22, the Lee Scott varsity boys out in front of the Dadeville Tigers at the halftime break, looking to complete the sweep. The 3-game sweep here tonight, the 6-game sweep over the Dadeville Tigers through the regular season with JV boys, varsity girls, and varsity boys. The Warriors well on their way. It was a slow first quarter when the scoring column, but it was a fast-paced first quarter. Second quarter, you felt like was the opposite. A lot more fouls, a lot more free throws, but the Warriors dominated and knocked down a couple of couple of three-point runs, knocking down a couple big-time shots, getting those stops, turning them into 6-0, 9-0 runs from behind the three-point line. Watch them slowly increase their advantage, 49-22 here on the road at Dadeville. Halftime stats tonight are brought to you by Lee County Revenue Commissioner Olene Price, who reminds you that if you need services from her office, there's the main office at the courthouse in Opelika and satellite offices in Auburn and Smith Station. Going down the scoring column, Gray Haley has a point in the first half. Hayden Harper led all scorers. He had 13. Chapman Harris had 5. Brooke Zachary had 5. Wyatt Watley had 7. And all of those coming in the second quarter. William Lyles with 5, Parks Myers with 4, Cord Zellner with 4, and Barrett Cook with 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Lee Scott Academy Warriors have found the score column in the first 16 minutes. We'll take another break, come back, and talk about what the Warriors need to do in the second half to keep the lead, add on to the lead, and make the bus ride home back to Auburn, Alabama just that much sweeter. We continue on in the Orthopedic Clinic halftime reports on the other side of this break here on the Lee Scott Sports Network.
From day one back in 1907, Auburn Bank's mission has been clear: to serve our community, see businesses flourish, and improve lives locally by making sound business decisions and responding with care every day. Today, we continue to fulfill our mission with a team of local, commercial, and consumer lenders who are ready to help meet your needs and goals. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, online at auburnbank.com.
Hey guys, this is Tyler Reynolds with Reynolds Outdoors. Fall is right around the corner, which means hunting season will be on us before you know it. We are now carrying some of the best-known archery brand names like Matthews and PSC to go along with our well-stocked supply of firearms we have always been known for. And did you know we are the largest dealer of box blinds in Alabama, carrying popular brand names like Redneck and Banks? Don't forget, we carry Sitka, Bandit, and Drake apparel as well. Come see us today to meet all of your fall hunting needs. Located on Geneva Street in Opelika.
Hi, this is Tyler with Gutter Pro. Around here, we believe details make the difference. That's why we're the premier choice for custom seamless gutter systems and leaf protection for both homes and businesses. No matter what kind of gutter you need, we do it all. From seamless installs to custom finishes, our work is built to last and tailored to your style. So don't settle for less. Leave it to the pros at Gutter Pro. Check us out today at gutterprosolutions.com. That's gutterprosolutions.com.
Hey guys, this is Tyler Reynolds with Reynolds Outdoors. Fall is right around the corner, which means hunting season will be on us before you know it. We are now carrying some of the best-known archery brand names like Matthews and PSC to go along with our well-stocked supply of firearms we have always been known for. And did you know we are the largest dealer of box blinds in Alabama, carrying popular brand names like Redneck and Banks? Don't forget, we carry Sitka, Bandit, and Drake apparel as well. Come see us today to meet all of your fall hunting needs. Located on Geneva Street in Opelika.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Russell Building Supply is your hometown home improvement store. You'll find what you need when you need it. And as a Russell Rewards member, you'll be in the know about monthly specials and exclusive offers. Russell Building Supply, East University in Auburn, across from Cary Creek Publix.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
The Lee Scott Academy Basketball Halftime Show is brought to you by the Orthopedic Clinic on Tiger Country 104.5.
As we wrap up the Orthopedic Clinic, we remind you that the Orthopedic Clinic is East Alabama's go-to center for orthopedic care. With locations in Auburn and Opelika to better serve you, you can find them online at theorthoclinic.com. It's the Lee Scott Warriors in their home, or their road navies out in front. I almost said their home navies because they're turning this gym into their home gym. They lead at 49-22 on the road at the home of the Tigers that you see all throughout the gym here on the campus of Dadeville. Again, a really nice setup that they have here for you on the home side. About 20-25 rows up. You see that both The Dadeville logos on either side, home of the Tigers. The Tiger Eyes, again, facing that home section. Here on the away side, only 6 rows, but works its way all the way the full length of the floor. So a really nice setup that they have here at the home of the Tigers. 49-22, start of the third quarter here on the Lee Scott Sports Network. And the three-pointer is no good from Jaden Walton. Hayden Harper works in transition, and a very late whistle, but the correct call. Hayden Harper will head to the line to shoot a couple. Just underway in the second half, and a reminder that the second half of tonight's game is presented by the Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University. You can see their upcoming events at goosecenter.auburn.edu. Hayden Harper leads all scorers tonight, but led all scorers in the first half. He had 13. He had 7 in the first and 6 in the second. Looking to continue that here in the second half. But unfortunately, can't knock down either free throw, and Parks Myers can't save it. And Grant McIsaac can't save it as the basketball goes underneath our equipment. Need you to make a play, man. Come on. 49-22 here, just underway in the third quarter. Could have been a travel, no whistle on Jaden Walton, and it will be Jason Benford who brings the ball up the floor for the Dadeville Tigers. He's guarded by Gray Haley all the way out at the volleyball line. He's going to step in and shoot it, and he knocks it down. A really tough shot, not necessarily a high percentage shot, but a skilled shooter, and he shows why. Hayden Harper with the skip pass to William Lyles, who thought about the three. Now Gray Haley, he gets into the short corner, goes up strong, and gets hit from behind. He'll head to the line to shoot a couple. $7:12 to play here in the third quarter. Already 3 or 4 whistles in these first 48 seconds. The first free throw from Gray Haley. The Warriors now 0 for 3 from the free throw line here tonight. And somebody that I know would never go 0 for 3 from the free throw line, Miss Sutton Ivett, joining us here on the Lee Scott Sports Network. 0 for 4 now are the Warriors. The Parks Myers there for the offensive rebound. They'll set things back up with Hayden Harper at the top of the key. Myers thought about the three on the right wing instead. Works his way downhill. Reverse layup is no good. Ball tapped around into the hands of Benford. He gets to the left wing. Another step back three. A line drive. Can't get the shooter's roll. Hayden Harper a nice box out. And we're sprinting the other way. 49-25. Nobody picks up Hayden Harper until he gets inside the paint. Has it knocked out of bounds, but it will stay Warrior basketball. What would happen if you missed 4 free throws?
If I missed 4 free throws?
Yeah.
I would probably be in massive trouble, honestly.
Bad news. Bad news for Coach Corey Harrison as Hayden Harper gets the touch shot in the short corner to go. First points for the Lee Scott Warriors here in the third, and now a steal from William Lyles, running left, spins back towards the middle of the floor and was underneath the rim. The ball hit the bottom of the rim. Now a transition three from Jamarcus Tuck is well short. But the Warriors trying to find a body to box out. Lost track of the basketball, and it hit a shoe and was knocked out of bounds. Benford, the inbounder. Tuck, now the skip pass to Benford. Well too strong, only the backside of the backboard. Parks Myers, now William Lyles, he goes up strong. Back-to-back layups, and now a lazy pass. Gray Haley steals it, and he can't convert on the easy bunny. Right now, the 2-point shots, the easy 2-point bunnies you feel like tonight for the Lee Scott Warriors have not been able to find the bottom of the net. Thankfully, neither for the Tigers. And in transition, right on cue, William Lyles, the pass a little bit ahead of him, tried to slow down his momentum, but couldn't get the bucket. A steal from Cord Zellner. Now Lyles, now Parks Myers throws it up. And a little high school alley-oop, if you will. Parks Myers lays it in with that left hand. And you see Coach William Johnson not necessarily pleased with his squad so far. Parks Myers gets the steal. Now Hayden Harper, layup is good, plus the foul. Sloppy play right now in the third quarter by both teams, but I guess when all things are said and done, it's benefited Lee Scott just a little bit. But Coach William Johnson brings 5 to the scorer's table and looks to sub in and sub out. And a timeout on the floor, a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here on the Lee Scott Sports Network. Miss Sutton, how long until we're dressing out varsity? How long until we're dropping 20-point double-doubles like Miss Clark?
Probably like 3 years. Honestly.
3 years? Not 3 years. Maybe next year?
Probably not.
No? Why do you say that?
Probably not going to be good enough.
That's your challenge, is the fact I need to call you on varsity next year.
Maybe pushing it 9th grade. Probably 10th grade, though.
I need to see senior Clark Ivets and freshman Sutton Ivets work together in a fast break.
That would be awesome, honestly.
And I'm told from Coach Corey, from Mom, that you're going to be the bruiser down low. You're going to be working on the drop step. The big rebounder for her squad here in a couple of years, going to be bigger than Clark. And so all things said and done, I mean, that'd be pretty nice if you can follow suit, but I'm sure that playing one-on-one right now with Clark is not very fun.
Yeah, it's not.
Hayden Harper converts on the free throw. He has 5 in the third, but we'll take a seat, a fresh 5 for the Lee Scott Warriors. Again, Chapman Harris, Jack Fuquay, Hollywood Watley, Barrett Cook, and Brooks Zachary, the 5 in Navy for Coach William Johnson. 5:10 to play here in the third. And a reach-in foul on Brooks Zachary. That's the first team foul for Lee Scott here in this third period. 5:09 to play, 58-25. The Warriors have the lead here on the road. Benford almost throws it away. Going to be a fight for the basketball. Wyatt Watley was unable to save it, but knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. Wyatt Watley steals the possession for Lee Scott. He inbounds the basketball, standing on the D in Dadeville. Back to Jack Fuquay, and now Chapman Harris at the top of the key. Brooks Zachary works his way through contact. Kick out, Jack Fuquay for triple. And he knocks it down. Jack Fuquay's first points here this evening. And I believe apologies, I thought they were calling a baseline inbounds violation. Instead, the ball was knocked around just a moment. Lee Scott continuing, not necessarily a full court pressure, but something that you're seeing, just making sure that this team has a little bit more pressure, and there's the perfect example of why that pressure, you're able to reap the benefit from it. Passes that are successful 99% of the time, but the one time you have a little bit more pressure, you have to think about it just a little bit more. A backcourt violation steals another possession for the Lee Scott Warriors. And now the inbound catch and shoot. Barrett Cook too strong off the back iron. Would have exploded the gym and the bench right here in front of us. And now Chapman Harris and Brooks Zachary try and set up a trap, and they're going to get Brooks Zachary on yet another personal foul. That's his third, if not his fourth, halfway through this third quarter. Coach William Johnson bringing Mayor Whittington onto the floor, and he's going to get Brooks Zachary. Sutton, for people that don't know too much about your game right now, where would you say that you're most comfortable on the floor?
Probably the 4, honestly.
Okay.
Because I can play the 5 because we have a few plays in middle school where I have to play, down low.
Sure.
And, I honestly score most points from 5. So,
one of those stretch guards, right? Works down low but can bring the ball up the floor as well.
Yep.
61-25. Catch and shoot 3 from Hanks is no good. Barrett Cook with the strong rebounds. Outlet pass to Watley, now down low to Whittington, and it's knocked away. Hanks with the steal. But he gives it right back. Pass right to Chapman Harris. Euro step through contact. And a nice job with the delayed layup. The hang time in the air. Number 3 will earn 2 at the line. I was going to ask if you have a favorite spot on the floor, but I'm guessing the left or the right block, if that's where you score a majority of your points. Do we have the outside shot like Clark yet? Is that something we're working on still a little bit?
I mean, a little bit, honestly. Because, I mean, a few times I made a 3.
A?
Yeah, I made one. It was at a tournament.
More than 0.
Yeah, I guess. It looked good on my record.
Hey, that's what I mean. Looked good on your record. Looked good leaving the hands. I mean, looked good going through the net. That's all that matters to me.
I honestly thought I was going to airball.
Isn't that the best when you feel like you have there's no reason for it to go in, but it still finds a way. It's one of the times you miss it so bad it goes in. Chapman Harris in the far corner. He can't connect on a 3. I was ready to make fun of him as he joined us on the varsity girls contest for missing it so bad that it goes in, but that one couldn't go down. 63-25, 3.5 to play here in this third quarter. Not too bad of a teacher, though, if you have Clark to work on the outside game, the ball handling a little bit. A reach-in foul. They're going to get Wyatt Watley a little too aggressive going for the basketball. Inbound to the Tigers, almost knocked away by Jack Fuquay. Out to the top of the key. In Tuck running downhill. And the layup is blocked by Fuquay, but they're going to get him for a personal foul. And Jamarcus Tuck will head to the line to shoot a couple. (63-25), and we have a part-time cameraman here joining us. Part-time color commentator, part-time cameraman, and Mr. Grant McIsaac. So if you're watching on the Lee Scott Sports Network YouTube or Facebook page and you feel like you're in the Blair Witch Project, that might be your reason why. We just ask for smooth. .317 to play here in the third quarter. Warriors well on their way to a 5-0 start in area play and a clinching of hosting the area tournament. 63-25, the second free throw is good. And
was that a foul?
Something that I have never ever seen before. The Tigers were shooting free throws on the far goal. The free throw was made, and the free throw shooter grabbed the basketball and sprinted down and shot a layup on the near goal. Oh. The referees blew it dead, but it should be 2 points for Lee Scott Academy. Fuquay tries to respond. And a foul on the other end. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that before. Everybody was as confused as we were trying to figure out the whistle, the stoppages.
Yeah, I mean, all I saw was 2 people down there and everybody else running down the court.
First free throw rattles in for Cale Hanks. A first quarter that flew by, a second and a third that has pumped the brakes here tonight at Dadeville. The second free throw is good, so Hanks goes 2 for 2 from the line. Chapman Harris will inbound the basketball. Neil Reams into the contest for the Lee Scott Warriors. Harris, a no-look pass to Barrett Cook on the right wing. Now back to Chapman. He has it at the top of the key. Between the legs dribble. Now to Wyatt Watley. Bounce pass to Mary Whittington. Left-handed layup. No, but he's hacked. And will head to the line to shoot a couple. Well done, sir. Whittington looking for his first points of the evening, and he knocks down the front end. A nice looking free throw routine for the Southpaw. Second free throw is good. 65-28, 2.5 to play in this third quarter. Bounce pass, catch and shoot three in the far corner is good. A nice shot from Jaden Walton. His first true field goal of the evening, 65-31. Chapman Harris now to Barrett Cook, evading the trap. Behind the back dribble. We'll set it back to the point guard Harris to set up in the half court. Neil Reams, the jab step, works his way through contact. Left-handed layup is no good.
I thought
he is hacked. I did as well. From the way that he shot it, I didn't think that it was going even towards the rim, but off the backboard, almost rolled in. But we'll head to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And the first one is no good. Whittington, Harris, Reams, Shiver, and Watley, the 5 on the floor for Lee Scott Academy. Second free throw won't go down, but Wyatt Watley, the offensive rebound layup. That one won't go down, knocked out of bounds. It should stay on this side, and it will, with 2:07 here in the third. Reams now to Barrett Cook, who's doubled at the top of the key. Tried to throw it down low to Max Shiver, but it got intercepted. We're going the other way with 2 minutes to play here in the third. Benford, a walk-in three from the right wing. A really tough shot. He knocked it down.
That was impressive.
That's the second time we've seen him do that tonight. He did it to start the third. And now here late in the third, Barrett Cook. Catch and shoot three is a touch too strong. Had a really good look, but couldn't knock it down. 65-34. Benford again from the other wing. This time he left it short. Barrett Cook. These guys for the offensive rebounds. Crossover dribble. He gets to the free throw line. Down low, Max Shiver. He goes up strong. He gets hacked. No whistle. Steals the ball away, and now a jump ball. Possession arrow. We'll keep it on this side with Lee Scott Academy. Jack Fuquay will check in for Chapman Harris. Reams inbound. Fuquay, his triple is good. And the worst news for the two youngsters here on either side of me, a three-pointer, no two-pointer, so it's 68-34 with a minute to play here in the third quarter.
That's the best part of a basketball game.
Barrett Cook, he gets downhill, works his way through contact, layup hits the front of the rim, but he'll head to the line to try and add to his total. First free throw from Barrett Cook. Rolls out. Second free throw is good. Barrett Cook. There you go. If you want to still have your little fix. He had 6 in the first half, now 1. So he now went from 6 to 7 in this third quarter. If that's the halfway make up for it.
Yeah, halfway.
69-34 here with 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. Reams will walk the ball up the floor for the Warriors. Now to Barrett Cook. He has it on the left wing, decided not to take it. There's 3 Tigers that are on him. They back off. Now to Reams, now Fuquay in that same corner where he's already knocked down a couple. Reams now right back to Fuquay. This time he will catch and shoot it, and it's too strong. Rebound is with Cale Hanks. He's in transition. Right-handed layup is good. Reams not wanting to pick up an unnecessary foul. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Reams crosses half court with 4. Crossover dribble. Kick out to Fuquay. Does he see the clock? Fade away 3. Good if it goes. And he couldn't buy it. And that's how the third quarter will come to a close. All Warriors here inside the home of the Dadeville Tigers at 69-36 after 3, and we're back in 60 seconds with the start of the fourth quarter right after this here on the Lee Scott Sports Network, presented by the Orthopedic Clinic.
Every sports team has a glue guy, the unsung hero that does the dirty work. Society's glue guys are towing companies. Whether your car is in an accident or you own a business and need a vehicle moved, we all need tow trucks. When you need one, call Auburn Express Towing, offering 24-hour towing services. AET specializes in parking lot and private property towing in Auburn. Call 334-821-6033. Auburn Express Towing, located at 615 Opelika Road.
Winter is in full swing at Mountain High Outfitters. Come see all the great gear to keep you warm and dry in style. From the North Face, Patagonia, Free People Movement, Viore, or Local Boy, we have you set for every day or your ski or snowboarding trip this season. Come see Mountain High Outfitters on South College next to Tzatziki's in the heart of Auburn. Experience the difference at Mountain High Outfitters. Get out, get active, be inspired, and live your passion.
Start of the fourth quarter here on the Lee Scott Sports Network. 69-36. The Warriors comfortably out in front here as we get you underway in the final 8 minutes. We've had a whole conglomerate here with us on the Lee Scott Sports Network. The one constant, I'm here with you, Christian Griffin on the Lee Scott Sports Network, has watched Johnson a step-in three. He knocks it down to get the scoring started for the Warriors here in this fourth quarter. We've had Chapman Harris join us for a little bit. We had Mr. Grant McIsaac, former, or I guess I should say future, Lee Scott's voice of the Warriors. As Mayor Whittington gets a walk-in three, and he knocks it down. Mayor Whittington, a beautiful jumper. I talked about it at the free throw routine. You now see it from beyond the rainbow. Benford tries to respond, leaves it short. And Whittington with the rebound. But Grant McIsaac now giving us our Blair Witch Project on the Lee Scott Sports Network. Off the head of Max Shiver, now to Neil Reams. And it hits the top of the backboard and goes out of bounds. And now we have Sutton Ivett joining us here in the second half of the varsity boys game as well. 75-36, the whole crew, but wouldn't want it any other way here on the Lee Scott Sports Network. Catch and shoot three from Tuck is well too short and couldn't be saved out of bounds. Warrior basketball going the other way. Fuquay has it on the left wing. They tried to get Mayor Whittington, got knocked away, right back to him. Now Johnson, now Max Shiver, who's wide open underneath the basket. And Max Shiver gets his first points of the evening, 77-36. 5.5 to play. Catch and shoot three in the far corner, no good. Tapped around, Fuquay recovers, then loses it. And now almost stripped by Mayor Whittington. Now in the corner, and Benford, his three won't go. Watch Johnson, 1-on-3, a slow Euro step and a beauty. My goodness, what a move.
That was beautiful.
He gets the bucket to go, gets a couple defenders in the air, and able to lay it in the middle of the floor. Three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound right back to Benford, and right now a three-point shooting contest on the right side of the floor for the Dadeville Tigers. Sutton, as a player, I'm sure you haven't played in too many games that are this lopsided, or maybe you have, but what is your mentality on trying to make sure that your team and yourself stays focused rather than looking up at the scoreboard every single time and trying to maybe take a couple plays off?
Definitely trying to focus on our ball handling,
sure,
and keeping the ball intact.
You looked at me as if I was asking a trick question. No wrong answer. But yeah, taking care of the basketball, making sure that you still value possessions, as the three-pointer is good for the Tigers. 79-39 halfway through this third quarter. Reams walks the ball up the floor and almost gets it intercepted on the way to watch Johnson. Instead, Bounces into the third row of spectators here on the home side. Reams now to Whittington. Now to a cutting Shiver, but it gets intercepted. 3-on-2 go the Tigers. A bad bounce pass was able to be saved. Kick out, fadeaway three in the far corner is no good. Offensive rebounds with Hanks. He can't get that one to go. Whittington, a nice rebound, and Johnson will slow things up. Instead, he'll kick it to the corner. Catch and shoot for Fuquay. The rainbow high arcing three is no good. Knocked out of bounds. It's Tiger basketball. Grant McIsaac giving us beautiful zoom-ins to every player. He said, Trey, if you need a highlight clip, this is going to be the footage that you will use. So you can't really say no to that as the Tigers overthrow the point guard at half court. Goes into the Lee Scott half court, a backcourt violation with 3 minutes to play and a hot clock here again throughout the fourth quarter here on the campus of the Dadeville Tigers.
You need a backup cameraman. Grant's your guy.
Maybe not even a backup, maybe a primary cameraman as Max Shiver has it down low. Right-handed layup, couldn't get that one to fall. And Tuck now in transition. He goes up strong and he gets hit on the arm. He'll head to the line to shoot a couple. You want to read it? You want an ad read?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Second half sponsor. Second half action of tonight's game is presented by the Go Performing Arts Center at Auburn University. See upcoming events at gocenter.auburn.edu.
There we go. Sorry, I gave you a tough one. The Goose Performing Arts Center at auburn.edu. 2 minutes to play in the contest. Sorry, I kind of just threw you to the wolves on that one, but well done. 79-41. And as we begin to put a bow on this contest here in live action, Jack Fuquay, catch and shoot three right in front of us. Not sure how it doesn't go down. Max Shiver from his backside gets the offensive rebound. Kick out to Neil Reams. Couldn't buy the buckets with 90 seconds to play. In transition, the three from the Tigers is good. Now we're starting to almost see what we saw a little bit of in this first contest at Sanford Gymnasium, where it almost appears all-star game-esque. Watch Johnson catch and shoot three. Won't go down. Tigers now look to push. Work it down low. And number 20, Brennan Holly, will lay it in. 79-46. Whittington has the ball at the top of the key. His catch and shoot three is too strong, but Fuquay skies for the rebounds. He's hit on the arm, and he will head to the free throw line with under a minute to play. First free throw from Jack Fuquay is no good. Second free throw falls for Fuquay. 30 seconds to play here in the contest. Ball moving around the perimeter for the Tigers and Jamarcus Tuck with another three-pointer.
Dadeville is pretty good at shooting threes.
They have been, yeah. I feel like this should almost be the offense that they run all the time, just carefree, chucking the ball up, because in borderline desperation or not care mode, it works, as Max Shiver will add to his total right before the buzzer hits. And that's how this contest will come to a close. 82-49, the Lee Scott varsity girls and the varsity boys are victorious here on the road at Dadeville. We'll come back and wrap up the broadcast right after this here on the Lee Scott Sports Network, presented by the Orthopedic Clinic.
Winter is in full swing at Mountain High Outfitters. Come see all the great gear to keep you warm and dry in style. From the North Face, Patagonia, Free People Movement, Viore, or Local Boy, we have you set for every day or your ski or snowboarding trip this season. Come see Mountain High Outfitters on South College next to Tzatziki's in the heart of Auburn. Experience the difference at Mountain High Outfitters. Get out, get active, be inspired, and live your passion.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Russell Building Supply is your hometown home improvement store. You'll find what you need when you need it. And as a Russell Rewards member, you'll be in the know about monthly specials and exclusive offers. Russell Building Supply, East University in Auburn, across from Cary Creek Publix.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Hi, this is Tyler with Gutter Pro. Around here, we believe details make the difference. That's why we're the premier choice for custom seamless gutter systems and leaf protection for both homes and businesses. No matter what kind of gutter you need, we do it all. From seamless installs to custom finishes, our work is built to last and tailored to your style. So don't settle for less. Leave it to the pros at Gutter Pro. Check us out today at gutterprosolutions.com. That's gutterprosolutions.com.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Welcome you back into the Lee Scott Sports Network. A full game sweep over the Dadeville Tigers. JV boys get a big time win. The varsity girls pick up a nice win, and the varsity boys win it 82-49 here on the Lee Scott Sports Network. And if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, again, we welcome you into the Blair Witch Project with Grant McIsaac behind the camera. But Christian Griffin here with you, as well as Miss Sutton Ivets here wrapping up the broadcast. Your final thoughts. First time behind the microphone. You said you were a little bit nervous. I thought you did well, but your thoughts from this overall game and Coach William Johnson picking up their 19th win of the season.
I definitely think the boys this year are pretty good because a lot of the people on the varsity team are seniors, so they have seen a lot of
a lot of game action, a lot of experience. They have the been there, done that mentality to where nothing phases them. Looking down the stat sheet one final time, Gray Haley, he finishes with 1. Hayden Harper, the leading scorer tonight, he finishes with 18. Chapman Harris with 6. Brooke Zachary with 5. Wyatt Watley and William Lyles both with 7. Parks Myers with 6. Jack Fuquay with 7. Watts Johnson with 5. Cord Zellner with 4. Barrett Cook with 7. Max Shiver with 4. And Matthew Whittington with 5. You can see that official stat count. Very official from the Lee Scott Sports Network here on our stream. But our next broadcast on the Lee Scott Sports Network will be next Monday as the Lee Scott Warriors head to the rival Glenwood Gators. Airtime will be right around 5:45, 5:50 right here on your home of classic country hits, Tiger Country 104.5, tigercountry.net, and the Radio Alabama app. We once again thank you for listening to Lee Scott Academy Basketball on the home of the Warriors, Tiger Country 104.5. And for everybody that's joined me here on the Lee Scott Sports Network, from Chapman Harris to Grant McIsaac to Miss Sutton Ivets, we'd like to say good night. Thank you for joining us. Have a safe trip home. And until next Monday, stay safe. And it's always a great night to be a Warrior.
Lee Scott Academy Basketball has been presented by the Orthopedic Clinic.